Yeah. Good morning. Welcome to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk. There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hello.
Josh Arnold will be along. He just texted me, and the text is as follows. I'm going to be late. I'll explain when I get there.
Uh-oh.
I hope it's something daylight savings time related. That's my thing.
I think it's got a cycle off.
Fondest hope. I know mine just crashes.
Yeah.
Hey, there's Ace Cosby. Hey, there's Willie Griswold.
Had Zona in my bracket.
Zona.
You and everyone else.
Yeah. Who else? Yeah, geez. Although, we'll get to it. ESPN's it. Hi, Tom.
Chick.
This has been Chick McGee speaking.
Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Right back at you. You know, this time of year, everybody asks me, McGee, is that Irish or Scottish? And I say, it's fake. So I do not have a dog in this hunt, or as they say.
Everybody's Irish for today.
Oh, sure.
Got a little Irish in you. You know the old joke?
Kiss me, I'm Irish. Well, no, what's the old joke?
Oh, you know that one. You walk up to Christy and go, hey, Christy.
Yeah.
You want a little Irish in you?
That's not how you say it.
No. Wait a minute. I
Do you have any Irish in you?
That's the best Chick McGee impersonation I've ever heard.
There's nothing better.
No, wait a minute. Are you Irish and you go no?
No.
What is
Do you have
how
any,
does it go?
Do you have any Irish in you?
No, I don't.
Would you like some?
Oh, I see. Okay, very good.
There's nothing better than somebody going,
Sorry,
"Watch
I don't.
this,"
I'm sorry.
and just getting it totally
Let me guess,
wrong.
you're a little tired.
No, I woke up and there was a dog incident at my house. I had to spend
Did you
40 minutes, two glove. It was a long story.
did you use your foolproof system?
No, it was beyond that.
Beyond that,
What's wrong with your dog?
There was not a lot of solidity. I won't go into any details. Giving a dog a bath at 3:30 in the morning when you want to be on your way into work.
You know what the dog's thinking? This is great. This is great.
Well, the good news is it was raining, so that helped me get him. So I've changed clothes, had to take an extra shower. It's a nightmare.
There's nothing worse than my dogs. I still say they talk about me.
Yeah.
And when I go down the hallway to open the door to their room, I can hear them going, they know I'm coming. So they stop whispering. And open that door, and there's this nice, runny pile of doo-doo in the corner. So I get your dad's foolproof system, the paper plates and the scissors and the gloves. And
This was beyond that.
But she's only done it one time, which is amazing. So
in any event, it's all good. Let's see. We have a couple of St. Patrick's Day tributes coming up.
Aye.
And we'll look forward to finding out what happened to Josh. But
Where's your green shirt? We get to pinch you.
Yeah, come here. Let me pinch you on the ass.
this, will you? I did. I'm lucky to have a shirt on. I also
that's right.
I spilled coffee on my pants. I'm in a great place.
You're not living at your real home right now. You're someone else's house.
I don't have a green shirt. There may be one in my office. I don't know. I don't have any of my clothes.
I have a green shirt, but you don't like this color green. It's like the army
I do.
green.
That's nice, man.
Very nice.
Yeah, it's the same color Willie's wearing.
Sort of a deep
nice
green.
olive.
Yeah.
Sort of a sea monster green, if
It's
you
from
will.
the Hawkeye Pierce collection
Yeah.
Hawkeye Pierce.
of MASH Incorporated.
I like it.
My good dude, you are just a fashion icon.
Oh, yeah.
40 years ago. 40 years
I know,
ago,
I
the
saw
last
this.
episode of MASH aired about 2 weeks and 40 years ago.
It's nuts, right?
And it's
4
not a
years
good
ago.
one. That's the sad thing. After all
No.
those episodes, the final one really blows.
But it's still not as bad as the last Seinfeld episode.
Yeah,
That was a real bummer.
So here's the thing. Bracketology. A lot of folks out there, in fact, most of them, are already out. Princeton.
According
A
to
big win. Were they 15 seed?
13. Princeton, the school's first NCAA tournament win in 25 years. Top number 2 seed Arizona, 15-2. That's right, Tom. 59-55. The 15th seed Tigers scored the final 9 points, holding Arizona, the Pac-12 tournament champion, scoreless over the final 443.
This is why you play the games, ladies and gentlemen.
That's why it's called March Madness.
And Willie looked this up. Arizona also was the first and only team to this date to be a number 1 seed to lose to a 16 seed.
That was just a few years ago,
I
wasn't
think it was like 18 because you and Josh had a bet.
We had a bet.
Yeah.
Yeah, to BMCU, right?
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, Baltimore City
Maryland-
College, right?
Baltimore, Maryland Community Union or something.
my
Yeah,
gosh.
that's right.
And Chick McGee, so far,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
are 2 for 3 on your picks, my
2
friend.
out of 3? Oh, yeah.
Maryland covered. Duke, they covered.
They covered.
We just got to watch Purdue today, this afternoon.
Yeah, but
6:50
isn't
tonight.
Purdue giving 23 points?
That seems large.
It does seem large.
But the school that Purdue is playing, they did the you know how they do the research. It's the shortest team in the tournament. I think the tallest guy is 6'5", and the tallest guy
More
at Purdue
power
is-
to him. Good luck to him.
Tallest guy in Purdue is 7'5", I think, and he's still growing.
Chick, you're in good company, man. The 1 seeds playing 16s yesterday was Kansas and Alabama. They both won by 20 points.
Oh yeah.
All right. Well, a lot of television, and this is an interesting thing for a couple of reasons. I love the fact that the colleges you've never heard of you hear about, which is really fun.
Furman, they upset the one and only Virginia, 68-67. Making their first trip to the NCAA tournament in 43 years. The Paladins are victorious, Tom. I know you follow Furman.
Well, no, I don't follow Furman, but of course, Paladin is near and dear to my heart because of. Wait a minute, there it is.
By the way, if you remember.
Paladin, Paladin, where do you roam?
Is it? I don't think this is a theme.
Paladin, Paladin,
Is it?
far, far from home.
So we talked about MASH. That's 40 years old.
This is the Ballad of Paladin. This was a terrible TV show.
It's like 70
Oh, it
years
was a
old.
great TV show.
Will travel, reach the car.
Have Gun Will
Have Gun Will
Travel,
Travel,
was
yeah.
the name of the show. Have Gun Will
I
Travel.
remember he had his business card at the beginning of the show, and it had a knight on it, which is what a paladin is.
Yeah, and
Which-
it was
thank you for
a
that
guy
email. I
named
wouldn't have known
Richard
that.
Boone.
Medieval knight.
Richard Boone was the actor who. Ever see Lillian Hellman, the writer? She looked like Richard Boone in drag. That's it.
Wow, that's-
I wish
God.
Josh were here because
My God,
he's
she
the only
did.
one that'll get that.
No, she did. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the same as like Madeline Albright looked like Walter Mondale.
Yes.
I contend.
Yeah,
Look
which
it
is
up.
okay. Hey, listen,
It's
I'm
fine.
Cross-dressing, I'm fine with it. Whatever you want to do.
She's a manly woman.
It's cool. I think it's fun. Yeah, I don't understand all these people that are upset about
Here's-
this.
Sometimes you put yourself in such a corner.
No, this anti-drag queen thing. Who cares? If you want to dress as a woman, go for it. We had this drag queen guy in here. He was fantastic.
One of the funnest
He was
nights of
funny.
my life.
He had a great time. Nobody got hurt.
I went to drag queen bingo in Austin. It was amazing.
We're going to Drag Queen Brunch a week from Sunday. Can't
Everybody,
wait.
calm down.
Yeah.
Chick, you should
Put on
do
some
drag.
women's clothes, fellas. I'm sorry, Willie.
You should do drag Chick, and your name can be Chick Magoo. Ooh.
And I'll say, Chick Magoo. It's dripping down my chin. Anything?
No.
Right.
See, that's just gone too far.
I thought it was going to be fun and light.
I want to hear. I want to hear Johnny Western sing the Ballad of Paladin again.
This is the TV theme. That's not.
This isn't the TV theme.
I don't think so.
Paladin, Paladin, where do you roam?
You know, this leads me to a classic discussion.
This says the Ballad of Paladin by Johnny Western.
That doesn't say the. That's not. Doesn't say the theme song.
What you played me early off the air, that was the TV theme song, and here it is now. Ready?
I've seen you lie, cheat, steal, and try murder.
That's right.
You've tried everything but begging.
Listen to Richard
Now
Boone
get
act.
down on your knees and beg.
Oh, Jesus. Speaking of turning dark. Dramatic enough?
Oh, it's right up your alley.
This is good.
Bum, bum.
Is this the theme?
I think so. Can you find what you played for me earlier? Because I recognize that.
This one?
Oh, there.
It's very similar
Same
to
thing.
that.
Motif going on there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very scary.
Paladin.
Oh,
There it is. That's it.
wait a minute. Let's
is
just
a-
stop for a second. This has got it's got that great surf guitar sound
That
I
little
love,
trumpet thing that
and then
you
it's got
like?
some trumpets in there. Oh, I'm getting to like this one.
Timmy Trumpet.
Here we go.
Is that a trill?
This must be the instrumental version.
It's a sped up version of what you were playing, yeah.
I don't know. I don't remember. This is way before even my time. But I love that guitar sound. Paladin. The Paladins. Once again, the name of the team.
Furman in Greenville, as they say it down there.
Yeah, a friend of mine went to Furman's. Great place.
That's not what you said off the air.
No, that's not what what I say off the air is between you and me,
Tom
you incredible prick. No, don't say that out loud. Do not say that out loud.
Was it about a loose woman that went there?
No, it was about a guy that I knew that went there.
Maybe you can't get into the Ivy League. There, everybody goes to Furman.
That is not exactly what I said.
But it was
very close.
It was a lot more colorful.
He's being pretentious, is what it is.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Josh is running a little late, and we should point out that the quadrant of the city that the broadcast comes to from, all of the freeways and streets are closed, so you can't get anywhere anyway, so it'll probably take an hour.
Or it could be booty hole related.
Okay. Right now it's quiz time. I'll begin with Christy Lee.
Yes, sir.
Christy, I think you'll get this one. You have a sleep number bed, correct?
I do.
I
Correct.
do, sir.
Yes, sir.
What is your sleep number setting?
40, sir.
What does that mean?
That means it's on the softer side of 100, which
Because
is
the scale
max out of
goes up to 100.
It does, sir.
Okay, very good. Chip
10 to
McGee,
100.
what is your setting?
Yes, sir. 100, sir.
That means you like a firm mattress. The
Very
beauty of the
firm,
sleep
sir.
number bed is that you can adjust the firmness of that mattress at the touch of a button. So you don't have to rely on your experience at a mattress store where you're lying down staring into those Klieg lights with a bad breath salesman going, pick that one. No, you get to choose your setting when you get home. Bzzz, there you go. That's where I want it. 8 out of 10 couples prefer different mattress firmness. So you got a home run for both sides here. By the way, is your partner snoring? Sleep Number even has a bed that might help with that, with the head and the adjustable base. Get the details on all these great Sleep Number beds. They've done a lot of homework to help you out. Here's what you do. You go to sleepnumber.com/BT show, and you'll find out what I'm talking about. For example, you can save a staggering $1,200 on the Sleep Number 360 i10 smart bed. And by the way, special financing is available from Sleep Number for a limited time, subject to credit approval. Once again, details, sleepnumber.com/BT show. Why? Because you need proven quality sleep. You're going to have a great day if you have a great night. Sleep Number has done the homework for you. By the way, these beds last longer than conventional mattresses. You're going to love your Sleep Number bed. Give it a shot. You've been thinking about getting a new bed. Now's the time for this special sale. Sleepnumber.com/BT show. Coming up, there's nudity in them there beaches. And my favorite NFL player.
Aaron Rodgers update and Gardner Minshew.
Oh, my God.
Here we go. Gardner Minshew in the news.
got a
I'm
feeling
so psyched.
He's going to be sitting right here.
Is he going to become our mascot?
I can barely stand it. I'm so excited. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, this is Larry the Cable Guy, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Boy, better get up, get some exercise.
And a good morning to you on a Friday. Happy St. Patrick's Day. It is one of the best days of the year, especially if you're Irish or you enjoy the celebrations. They'll be ongoing, I'm sure, throughout the day. No green beer here this morning, but we do have Jeff Oskey coming along with the news we failed to mention on a Friday. And you are listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Good morning. I'm Mark Allison with a look at things you may have missed on this St. Patrick's Day. The Federal Reserve says cash-short banks have borrowed about $300 billion in emergency funding from the central bank in the past week. Nearly half of the money, $143 billion, went to holding companies for the two major banks that failed over the past week. Silicon Valley Bank and Signature Bank, triggering widespread alarm in financial markets. An additional $148 billion in lending provided through a long-standing program called the Discount Window and amounted to a record level for that program. In California, authorities say the attempted theft of a helicopter has ended in wreckage when it crashed at Sacramento Executive Airport. Police say someone went to the airport before dawn Wednesday, tried to start 4 helicopters that were sitting on the tarmac. Authorities say the thief managed to operate one, but the chopper wound up crashing. The Bell 429 helicopter ended up laying on its side with its rotors sheared off and the tail boom cracked. No injuries reported. Authorities say the thief took off and no arrests have been made, but the FBI has now joined that investigation. That's a look at things you may have missed. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Things you hear on the Bob and Tom Show. Comedian Renee Hicks has joined us in the studio.
Morning, Renee.
Good morning.
Quite the sportswoman, I can
Oh,
tell
yes,
from your
yes. And we were
conversation.
talking about the WNBA. I just want to know, like, will there be, like, feminine hygiene commercials, like, sponsoring it? Because I think those things got to go. They're just too damn nasty. I mean, they got to stop. They got to stop talking about women's genitalia. I mean, and these women talking about douche. We don't do that, men. We don't go to the beach talking about douche.
You don't?
You know? No, we don't. And see, I never want to see a black woman do that. Because you know they would have her just acting crazy, just walking along going, oh, girl, I ain't seen you in a... Damn, Shaniqua, is that you stinking like that, girl? Well, you need to douche your nasty ass. There's a whole family of seagulls following your nasty ass. Damn.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
Hey, Bob and Tom, it's Donnie Baker.
Hello, Donnie.
Well, St. Patrick's Day is tomorrow. Everybody at work here is planning on dipping out early so they can catch a parade.
Oh, okay.
You know, I hate parades. Same thing with corned beef. Without St. Patty's Day, who'd be eating corned beef? Oh, hey, now that we perfected beef, let's smother it in sauerkraut to make the entire plate taste like a vomit bar.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Essential morning radio. All day and all night.
Might as well shoot me when the beer runs out.
Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7. 24/7.
Hello and welcome to Spit Take Theater. This week's Spit Take Theater presentation at the water cooler.
Man, I can't wait until the new episodes of Survivor are shown. I've really become addicted to those reality shows.
Oh, I am too. I live for Rupert. I love that guy. I've wanted to be a Survivor contestant ever since the first one. The locations they stay at are so beautiful.
Oh, yeah, they sure are. Hey, would you ever do Big Brother?
Well, actually, I've already done my Big Brother.
Huh?
I haven't done my father or my grandpa yet.
You've slept with your big brother Dave?
Well, yeah.
Wow, small world. I slept with your big brother Dave.
What?
Yeah, he's cute.
This has been Spit Take Theater. Wow. Join us next week for another edition of Spit Take Theater.
All right. Well, that took a nasty turn, didn't it?
Hey, man, this is Donnie Baker, and this is Bob and Tom 24/7. I swear to God it is. That's like all day and most of the night.
You know you're too high when you're eating cereal naked and your girlfriend tells you to put some clothes on. You realize it's not your girlfriend. It's just a woman on a bus. That's how you know you're too high.
There are water shortages in Nairobi after floods tore through a dam. Apparently, someone aggravated the god of irony. 5 ounces of crack cocaine were found in a toddler's diaper. Cops became suspicious when the combination of the two smells made the drug dog pee himself with excitement.
Yeah, dogs love diapers.
They do.
Corporate sponsors are finally signing up with the International Gay Rodeo Association. The odd thing about a gay rodeo, after the long weekend, you never know exactly why your ass is sore.
Really?
Essential morning radio. All day and all night. This is Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7. 24/7.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show.
Sorry.
Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, chick.
Josh Arnold had texted. He said he was going to be late, and apparently he was not messing around. Not here yet. There's Ace Cosby. There's Willie Griswold.
I hope he brings like a chorizo, biscuits, and gravy for the whole crew. That'd be real nice.
Let's take guesses.
That's pretty specific.
It's got to be booty hole related.
Ooh.
Got to be.
Like he had too much last night, or
date night Thursday.
He was off. He was off his normal schedule. I normally PSP, post show poop. That's me. But
most people in this building.
Excuse me, TMI.
When the time changes.
Chick, I do a pre and a post show.
Okay.
Hey, everybody poops.
Yeah, but we don't have to hear about it, okay? I'm up to my mess and poop today with a dog issue that had a butt shower this morning.
See, he thinks we are sharing too much information. He just said butt shower.
Why not leave it for the little woman to clean up?
The little woman. Ace, there's a reason you're single and lonely.
Why'd you have to say
Ace, I was outside in the rain with a scrub brush wondering if the neighbors were going to come out in the house I don't live in and go, what the hell are you doing out here scrubbing? It's a long story, Ace. A couple cool things coming up, though, besides today being St. Patrick's Day. Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Let's see, what did I want to mention? Willie has got a gig coming up Friday, March 24th, and Saturday, March 25th.
Are you good on those dates? Are you sure?
Don't. You're poking the bear there, buddy.
Hey, that's how Tom and Chick became America's sweethearts. Okay.
Do you know what do you know what the Chicago sunroof is?
Are you going to crap in my car through the sunroof?
Not today because it's raining, but in time.
All right.
What was I saying? Friday, Saturday, March 24, 25. It's the Comedy Bar, Dubuque, Iowa. While I'm at it, coming up Saturday, April 1st at the Diamond Joe Casino in Dubuque, it's Josh Arnold. Also, this is a really cool show coming up Friday, March 31st at the Dow Event Center in beautiful Saginaw, Michigan. It's Patty G, Kostaki, and Josh. That's going to be a great show, Pat.
Yeah.
Pat coming off his big charity gig. It's nice to have you back, Pat.
Thanks. It was fun.
I know you did a great job helping out the doggies and the kitties down there.
Daisy's new beginnings.
And Pat, I got to tell you, I'm expecting a lot from you today.
Oh boy!
Because you, of course, you're of Irish heritage.
I am indeed.
And you owe us 2 pizza songs.
What?
Because once again, Ace Cosby is eating nothing but pizza for the month of March.
Are you wearing green, Patrick?
I never wear green.
Why?
I never wear green.
I just never have.
He's back. Let the lying begin.
My grandparent. No, I never did. I mean, I think I may have been forced to once or twice in grade school, but
do you not like the way that you look in it? It's not your color?
No, it's just St. Patty's Day is for amateurs, really. It's
really?
It's not celebrated in my house.
Well, not anymore.
Once again, didn't your dad like to top off his morning coffee with some Baileys?
Exactly. So he took St. Patty's Day off.
The one day a year he didn't drink.
So he'd crack at 5, though. I'm
boom.
Okay. But the point is, Pat, I probably should have told you this, but I'm running late today. We need at least 2 pizza songs out of you today.
At least. Actually, technically, 3 pizza songs.
Why's that?
3?
Because we're not here tomorrow.
It's true.
Actually, 4. Because we're not here Sunday.
He can do the Sunday one Monday.
I take weekends.
Do you have one for us right now?
Sure. You want to do the really big one? Oh, wait a minute. We have to wait for Josh. For
okay. Well, do you have so you do have 2 then?
Sure. I do. But the big one with production and lyrics.
We'll wait.
I need Josh.
Well, apparently Josh had the big one because.
Hey.
So you think he's dumping?
I don't know. I think.
Well, also coming up this morning, Gardner Minshew is on the move. And he's not just going anywhere. He almost went to my favorite football team.
He's going to Willie's favorite team.
But he's going to Willie's favorite team, the Colts.
Let's go, baby. I am never going to die.
And I guess this thing is signed, sealed, and delivered. The deal's worth $3.5 million. More money available through incentives. Minshew spent the last 2 seasons with the Eagles. He went to the Super Bowl. He knows what that's like.
Yeah, he's one of my favorite NFL guys. He's a very colorful guy. He's funny.
The Mississippi Mud Flat.
I had to tweet about it because a bunch of people hit me up. I was on the exercise bike and the phone is going loco.
I loved your tweet.
On the table. I thought like my sister got in an accident or something. I thought something terrible. It was that amount of text.
Right.
And so I complained about it, but I'm not complaining that he's the quarterback of the Colts. I'm very happy that he's coming. Just the amount of messages I got. I could not believe it.
Tweet was very cute.
Thanks. Very excited about this. Should be we have of course the Gardner Minshew theme song.
Yep.
I don't think Gardner's aware that we've been doing his theme song for several years.
Oh, I bet he is.
He should be aware.
Shouldn't Gardner, when he retires, become a gardener? Gardner Landscaping?
We'll see.
Or he could be a snake, the Gardner snakes.
I think he reminds me of Pat McAfee. He's got a great personality, real funny. I think he can probably end up as a broadcaster. He's just an individual. He's got his own thing going on.
Sure.
I really like that.
Isn't he kind of offline though? Isn't he kind of not on the phone, not on the computer a lot? So maybe he hasn't heard our song.
Yeah, well, we'll get it. We'll make sure he hears it. But we'll get to that. Do you have a special edition of that coming up?
I do, yeah.
Oh, I'm very excited.
Got here early.
So let's get our first pizza song out of Mr. Godwin, please.
Yes, let's do it.
I'm sick of pizza. Each time I take a bite, you know, chick, I'd like some Reese's pizza. At the chimichanga tonight. I was all in when we started this. A free pizza meal, that's quite a deal. I have coupons for steak and for halibut. I wake up and I'm so sick of pizza. And I'm so tired of Pat's pizza song. Each time Tom calls out Pat's name, it makes me miss Gardner Minshew. And Tom's the one to blame. There you go.
Thank you very much.
Now, that's not the big one. We got a big production.
Oh, that's a great one, though.
This is what I
call
it.
It's a very good one.
That's what I call
It's got my favorite NFL player in it and pizza sauce. You can't go wrong. Oh, what'd you have for dinner last night, Ace?
It was spinach and goat cheese.
Spinach and goat cheese. You're really. This is. I'm astonished at the diversity that you are.
I can eat pizza every day.
Incorporating into this thing.
Now, wait a minute. It's not really pizza.
Nope.
Yes, it is.
Thank you. No, it's a pizza crust. I'll give you that.
In the words of a famous philosopher, your God is too small. In this case...
Was that Descartes, I think? Who was it?
It wasn't Descartes.
Descartes is a girl's name.
Really,
Descartes?
Oh, only the one
really?
who brought philosophy into the modern world.
Sours before 5, you subliterate moron.
Oh, I'm subliterate.
Fun to be around this morning, huh?
No, Ace is... He's embracing a diversity of pizzas. Just like me, Ace is open to the world.
Come on.
He's a reasonable man. He can be talked to.
Sure.
Yeah, that's right.
Maybe you should say eclectic. I feel like diversity isn't your word.
I think we need to be a little bit... The next time we do this, we need to be more exact. For instance, a taco. A taco for April every day, but a taco is... ground beef, lettuce and cheese, and
he's had a goat taco,
either
shrimp tacos,
a flour tortilla, or a hard shell. That's it.
No, I disagree. Fusion tacos are the naan instead for the tortilla. The Korean barbecue tacos.
No.
I made a Philly cheesesteak taco last night. I'm laughing at the world, my friend. What I'm putting in my tacos.
See, this is your problem. You're too narrow-minded, chick.
That's right.
You have to be more like me.
I don't
open to the world, provided I get to live in a gated community and have a nice car.
I don't care for tacos that are different from the tacos I'm comfortable with.
Sometimes the best jokes aren't jokes at all, are they?
Right?
Well, have you know my new house is not in a gated community?
No, but it's hard to find.
That's exactly right.
Well, it's not. It's also
because I know your neighbor
hard to access.
well.
Lots of cops. Okay, good.
also not finished.
I put my new
Meridian and sorry, what's
I put my new fence up, and people, everybody, like 5 or 6 people said, "Oh, like a gate to your driveway?" And like, no, I didn't. And then I thought, maybe I should put a gate on the driveway. That'd be a great idea.
You don't need that.
I think I do.
You get too many deliveries.
The packages, the DoorDash guy gets
give
confused.
them the number.
Well, then it's everywhere.
Why is that funny? And I get deliveries. Why is that funny? What's funny about that? I amuse you? Is that it?
Let me ask you this.
I'm a clown?
Have you ever, I want an honest answer. Have you ever left this building at 10 o'clock on a Friday and not left your house until you come into work on a Monday?
Honestly, not very often, but it has happened.
Okay.
And it's not going to happen this weekend. I don't know why, but
you have to leave. You have to leave your place.
Yeah, I have to leave the compound.
Well, lots of college basketball to watch.
Well, there you go.
Leads us to.
There's no reason to leave.
The brackets
are busted.
Do you have the ESPN numbers?
I do. According to ESPN, who runs this, you can join their brackets. 20,056,273 people filled out brackets in the ESPN contest.
Yeah.
As of right now, as I'm speaking, as words are coming out of my mouth, 658 brackets remain perfect.
Wow.
Out of over 20 million. 658, Tom.
Yikes.
With just the first round not even over.
Right.
And that's largely because of...
Yeah, the first day is over. Yeah, right.
Largely because of Princeton and Furman.
Here's the amazing... 658 people had Princeton and Furman advancing.
That's amazing.
That's crazy.
Well, as I said, I think that in a lot of cases it's alums. Hey, my team's in it.
But Furman's not an Ivy League school, is it?
No, but I'm saying if you're an alumnus of Furman, maybe you want to support your team. And
yeah, okay, I get
a lot of betting. People bet with their heart, not with their head.
Sure, but who would pick Furman and Princeton?
Here's the thing. I've heard that if you can't get into an Ivy League school, you just settle for Furman. Haven't you heard that, Pat?
I have heard that.
Yeah.
That's not what I said. I just said one particular...
I believe you used the term daffy bastard.
I did not use the term daffy bastard. It started with a D.
Chick, I can remember being in high school, and my older brother, he was visiting schools, and he went up to New York City and ended up getting into Columbia. My sister,
wow,
she was going to Boston, she ended up going to Harvard, and then I was going to go look at schools. My dad goes, "How about you head to Colorado? Let's see what's going on out there in Colorado. Maybe some
he wanted
skiing."
to ski.
Yeah, I know.
I would have skied anyway. Colorado, your university's in the news today, Willie.
What's up? What's up? What's going on?
There's a really interesting story based on a study coming out of Colorado involving Mount Everest.
Yeah.
It's so weird.
Is it getting taller again?
No.
It's getting shorter?
This has something to do with people who visit there.
It's fascinating.
You get past a certain elevation and you start to die.
The death zone.
The rapidity of dying increases.
Yeah. Well, there's still a lot of corpses up there.
But I was on Everest. Okay, good. All right. Well, wouldn't you trade that now for 3 or 4 more years? Okay.
One of my new neighbors climbed Everest.
I bet they did.
Oh, yeah.
I bet they climbed Everest. They ran with the bulls. They have a Tesla.
He's been in here.
He's one of your new neighbors?
Yeah. He's moving away, I heard. He found out I was going to live there, and he decided to leave.
Have you met your neighbor Devin yet?
I gave David no choice. He has to move.
No, but there's a great, if you're interested at all in this, there's a great book called Into Thin Air.
Not for me.
I cannot. It's impossible to overrate this book. It's so good.
It is really good.
But we have Mount Everest news coming up. But right now, it's back to the sports desk.
Real quick, as we were speaking of earlier when we were talking, Princeton used a late game run to earn the school's first NCAA tournament win in 25 years. The Tigers of Princeton from the Ivy League, they topped number 2 seed Arizona 59-55. And, of course, we can't say Arizona without saying Arizona won a bonya. The 15th seed Tigers scored the final 9 points, holding the Pac-12 tournament champion Arizona scoreless over the final 4-43. And Furman from Greenville, South Carolina, number 13 seed Furman, rallied from a 12-point second-half deficit to hand the 4th seed Virginia Cavaliers.
They're the Paladins, you see.
Yeah.
Furman Paladins. Furman beats Virginia 68-67.
And they did it, and they didn't have to ride a horse or nothing.
That's right.
Did you remember what the guy's business card said?
It had a little...
I've never seen Paladin. I thought it was a Western.
But we told you earlier today, if you'd been paying attention.
A rook on it from a chess.
And it said, have gun, will travel.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, what a great... You don't see...
You told me that earlier. I would have remembered that.
Yeah, we talked about it.
That was off the air.
Talk about it's so poetic. What do you do for a living? Have a gun? Will travel. What do you need? No, we're just going to go kill somebody for you.
So when this guy does it, you like it, but when John Morant shows the gun in the strip club, you have a conniption fit. Call him a jackass.
We have a John Morant update.
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy.
And what's easier? John Morant, what do you think? They're going to move the mountain, or are they going to take Ja to the mountain? What do you think? Yeah, they've redrawn all their... The Grizzlies are redoing everything as far as travel goes to accommodate Ja. That doesn't seem hardly fair, does it? Okay, all right, maybe not. I don't know. Anyway, that brings us to the fabulous Orange Insoles from the Orange Insoles Sports Desk.
And
if you have a job that requires you to stand all day, like me, it always leads to hip pain and back pain. OrangeInsoles.com. That's what you got to get a hold of. Your body's not aligned. It may experience fatigue and injuries, feet to your back. What happens is your feet are your foundation. If you have a house built on a poor foundation, it falls down. You might fall down, Tom. Soft, thin gel insoles that you normally get do not align the body. Orange insoles reduce hip pain, foot pain, lower back pain. It provides a deep heel cup for maintaining proper weight distribution and body alignment. Most shoes don't come with a supportive insole, and companies just put a thin layer of foam that is laughable and basically
like filling your shoe with Jell-O.
Sock liner.
This doesn't do any good. You want some support down there.
Get that out of here. Check out orangeinsoles.com, an easy-to-navigate website. You can find the right pair for whatever activity or shoe. That's right. They fit work boots and tennis shoes and cowboy boots and dress shoes. Plus, they offer a 60-day we want you to be happy guarantee. Orangeinsoles.com. They also have free shipping. And right now, sign up for text messages from Orange Insoles and you receive an additional savings code. So, orangeinsoles.com, proper support in your shoes and start feeling better. That's orangeinsoles.com, proud supporters of the Bob and Tom Show.
And Orange Insoles has something very special. If you're saying to yourself, my bracket is already busted, we're going to give you another shot to win, courtesy of Orange Insoles. I'll tell you how when we come back. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Text us at 888-262-8661. More Bob and Tom next. State law.
Maria, were you a temp?
I was a temp for a long time, about 7 years, and I was like how they make every job sound like, so crazy,
we do things a little differently around here. We're a bit of a nut house. Hold on your hat. It's going to be a wild ride.
But it never is. I trained people in at offices, so I was like, the fax machine's a little tricky. Yeah, you got to dial 9 to get out. No, a lot of people try to use the fax machine. They go, it's not working. I said, did you dial 9? Once a week, Rajiv. No, every day we get bagels in the kitchen. There was week. Rajiv made some mini muffins on a Mondays. Guess what that's called? Mini Muffin Monday. I wish offices would be as crazy as they always promise. You get trained in, be like,
take me out of your pocket. Hi, I'm Zachanthos, the talking rabbit. I'm in charge of the volcano. Don't worry. You'll be working for Thor. He's always scrabbling through the recycling looking for quartz. He's a dwarf. Nude. Anywho, lunch is from 12 to 1, but there is a wrinkle in time, so just try to get back any time for the quickening. Your flippers, your barbecue tongs. If you have any questions, go back through the 5th dimension. I'll be sitting there on my lily pad. My only question is, when do I start?
Yeah.
That is a good job.
Wow.
Man.
I love that. Dial 9 for the fax machine. Remember that. Everybody's crazy. No, they're not. Okay. Thank you. Maria Bamford is with us. Wow, that's brilliant. That's very, very funny.
Did you ever work in an office, Tom? I don't think you have you?
Worked in a restaurant, right?
No. It's an interesting experience. Bob, did you ever work in an office?
Oh, yeah. I did a little.
I have issues with authority, you might have.
I know. That's why I was asking. You know what struck me is it's so quiet.
What, in an office?
Yes.
Well, yeah.
Well, you're still, that's if people are actually doing work, yeah.
And I had to work at a bank once when I was at temp, and I was stunned at how quiet it was.
And people whisper, you know what the saddest place in the world is when you're the temp and it's time for office birthdays and you didn't get the email because you're not on the system yet.
Right.
And you hear the voice of your coworkers rise from the conference room, happy birthday, everybody had their birthday in the office this month. And if you cup your Curves mug against the conference room door, you can almost hear the happy scraping of plastic fork against paper plate. And later sometimes, somebody comes by your cube and says, oh, there's cake left. Did the temp get any cake? What's her name again? Hey, Maya. If you want any cake, there's cake left.
Nice.
Cake? Temp want cake?
Yeah.
They all want cake.
Maria Bamford is our guest.
Your Bob and Tom News Update. President Joe Biden is set to host Ireland's prime minister after the pandemic scuttled the long-standing St. Patrick's Day meetup 2 years in a row. First, they will attend a breakfast with Vice President Kamala Harris and her husband. Then they head to Capitol Hill for a lunch with congressional leaders before the two leaders convene privately. Biden plans to visit both the Republic of Ireland and Northern Ireland later this year. Record snowfall and rain have helped to loosen drought's grip on parts of the western U.S., even pushing it out altogether in California after consecutive dry years. National forecasters and climate experts detailed their spring outlook yesterday, warning some areas should expect more flooding as the snow begins to melt. Still, though, for a West that has struggled with long-term drought, all that moisture, not enough to make a noticeable dent in the nation's largest reservoirs on the Colorado River. And Microsoft users, they're going to infuse artificial intelligence tools into their suite of Office software, including Word, Excel, and Outlook emails. It's called Copilot. It's a processing engine that will allow you to do things like summarize long emails, draft stories in Word, and animate slides in PowerPoint. The new features are currently only available for a few enterprise customers and will roll out for more over the coming months. The tech giant will also add a feature called Business Chat. Yes, you guessed it. It resembles that popular Chat GPT that everybody's talking about. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way.
Hey, Shooter, it's Kenny Tarmac. Hey, we just landed. I'm an ORD, just got in from TPA through ATL. And hey, guess what else just landed? The Bob and Tom app. I know. Now, thanks to the Bob and Tom app, even if I have to go all the way from Foxtrot 20 down to Alpha 4, I can still listen live, see their videos, find an affiliate station, use the alarm, and even send a message. This is Kenny Tarmac signing off and reminding you, everything I touch turns to sold.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7, 24/7, 24/7, 24/7.
The Space Shuttle astronauts are halfway through their 7-day research mission. Endeavour is expected to become an orbiting maternity ward today when frog eggs that were fertilized earlier in the mission start to hatch. Now
we are scheduled to hook up with Commander Thompson. We should hook up right now, I believe.
Hello, Houston.
They're speaking with Bob and Tom. Hello, Endeavor.
Hello, Spaceship Earth. This is Captain Thompson.
Hey, Captain, how are you?
Captain, how are you?
We're doing great. We do a lot of experiments up here.
Yeah, we're just reading about the one involving the frog.
The South African clawed frogs. The eggs are about to hatch any moment now, aren't they?
Very excited. As a matter of fact, it looks like they might be hatching about now.
Oh, good.
You people might be the first ones on Earth to hear what's going on.
Well, great.
There they come.
This is exciting.
Some little critter coming out of there. Let's see what's going on here. Oh, God! Oh, help me! Oh, my
Hi, fellas. This is Floyd Tucker, the over-the-road trucker. This is Bob and Tom's program, 24/7.
When grandfather dies, life will be strange. When grandfather dies, my whole world will change. When grandfather dies, I'll scream and I'll yell, 'cause I'll be rich as hell.
And then I figured I didn't need to write anymore.
Hey, it's Roy Wood Jr. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Bob and
tonight.
And all day long, we're here. Hi, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello, chick.
Wearing her green flannel.
Yep.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hey, chick.
He's never worn green. He doesn't wear green on St. Patrick's Day.
Too cool for
It's
that.
amateur day. That's what he refers to it as.
Was your mom Irish?
Yeah.
Oh, so you're full-blooded?
Yeah.
She had some Irish in her then. Huh?
Oh, you know she
My
did.
family's Irish as well, some parts.
Do you know she had sex with your father? You realize
What?
that, right? Yeah. There's Ace Cosby.
I think my father came from
Yeah, I doubt that. He's not wearing green at all. There's Willie Griswold wearing green. I'm wearing green. I'm Chick McGee. And here's Tom Griswold.
You know something?
What did I say?
This is great that you're this funny on your last day here.
What?
Your dad was Irish?
I was trying to be funny.
He was
Hey, listen, it's
hence the laughter.
It's possible.
See, Tom, Ace and I are a team. You know that? He says something I build on.
There's that band from Ireland. The one dude plays bass.
Thin Lizzy?
Thin Lizzy?
Thin Lizzy. Have you ever seen Thin Lizzy?
One dude.
They're a diverse group of fellows.
Yeah, there are black people in other places, Dad.
Whoa. Wait a minute. What are you trying to say?
It's well, crack open a book. It's very, very sad, but yeah.
New Zealand? I don't think so.
You know what, buddy? The British, they were doing a lot of fun stuff. They were really goofing around.
Yeah, Chris Rock touches on that during his stand-up.
They were rocking and rolling.
Let's see now. Where was I? I know what I was going to tell you about. If your bracket's busted, and trust me, it probably is after just the first day.
Yeah.
We're not even through the first round yet.
No.
If your bracket's busted, OrangeInsoles.com is giving you another shot to win. Is that it right behind you, Chick?
It is. I got my Orange Insoles sign and my Orange Insoles very nice, exclusive Yeti. Look at that. It's orange.
It's a beautiful orange Yeti cooler.
It's gorgeous.
It's the color of king crab orange, they call it.
That might not be here Monday.
Plus, listen to this. This is super cool. We've gotten together with the folks at Papa Shot. We have a custom Bob and Tom themed dual shot version of the Papa Shot. You can win for your house.
Let me guess. My face is on the backboard, so you can mash the ball up against balls up against my face.
It's great. Right?
Papa Shot sounds pretty cool.
BobandTom.com/contest. Now, who doesn't want to win a Papa Shot for their house?
I definitely want one.
Right in the living room.
I'm still looking for a pinball machine, so let me know if you want to give me a pinball machine.
Can you get a Simpsons one like they used to have at the Shack?
It depends on what people want to give me.
Or Indiana Jones I'm cool with. Star Wars I'm cool with.
It's hard to find the Bally Fireball pinball machine. It has a little spinny thing in the middle.
had the two pinball machines. You guys never played them, so I sold them.
Tom,
They look cool.
this might not be easy to hear, okay? Yeah. But I think it had more to do, if you wanted to play pinball, you were at the Static
You
Shack.
had to go to the Shack. Why weren't they in here?
Necessarily.
They were, because at the Shack
machine.
we have people working.
Well, that doesn't...
I passionately disagree.
If they were working, then they didn't have any need for a pinball machine.
Well, we'll see. Now, where would I put it here?
How about up your ass? How about that?
Right in the corner.
If you have your flippers on your hips. How about
That's
that?
really hostile, I think. The point is, if
Wait
you
a
want
minute, you could probably hook me up with a pinball machine if you bought those two.
Yeah.
Who's the guy?
Who bought those?
You got a pinball guy.
I have a guy. He can get you any machine you want.
You know who repairs them is 40. He repairs them. Our buddy 40.
This is off-air talk. Let's move forward here. If you want to win that cool Papa Shot, register to win. BobandTom.com/contest. It's cool. By the way, we had a great chat yesterday with Bert Kreischer. Hilarious. If you get a chance, we've got that posted. You can see what Bert has to say about his massive tours coming up, his movie, The Machine,
tour.
and lots of other stuff. We're still missing Josh.
Yeah, I know.
This is really late for him.
He's still in the drive-thru?
Yeah, he texted me again. He says everything's okay. He'll be here as soon as he can.
Okay.
Okay. Hope his kitty's okay.
I hope we get breakfast burritos.
Oh, did he stop for donuts? That'd be cool.
I don't think so.
Green donuts.
You know, I thought I was a fat guy, and I am. I'm chubby, but you, my friend, you play at about, you know how they have basketball players who aren't 7 feet, but he plays about 7 feet tall. You play at about 370, 375.
Oh, yeah. I eat like Barkley in the offseason, man. I'm going in, dude. I'm being healthy right now, and even when I'm being healthy, I'm doing fat guy stuff. I can't.
What's a healthy fat guy thing?
Like doing like chicken and rice and broccoli, but you got a little hot sauce, little sour cream on there.
Okay.
Wrap it up in a tortilla, take it home.
It's portions, baby.
Bert inspired me yesterday because he's got side abs, so that's my goal.
Oh, to have side abs?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Bert Kreischer did our interview shirtless. It was very, very funny. If you get a chance, check it out. Now, we were over there at the sports desk, and it's the OrangeInsoles.com sports desk right now. What's going on?
Morning, Bob and Tom team.
Hi.
This is from Edward, EDWARD. 3 things. Number 1, if Tom would allow Chick to do sports and Christy to do the news, Tom could sleep longer.
Yeah, it'd be boring as hell.
Wow. Why are we here, Chick?
I mean, if you just want to do real sports.
You know, she brings up a good point. If you pay me, I won't even show up. Just keep the checks coming. I'll stay home.
I got to figure out how to get that deal.
Number 2, Tom should stop saying sorry. It's obvious that he doesn't mean it.
I'm so sorry.
And number 3, if Tom would stop interrupting Chick and Christy, the sports and news would last about a half hour instead of a whole morning.
It's a 4-hour show, ladies and gentlemen. That's
right.
It's called filler.
That's from Edward, a VIP member from Worcester.
Mass?
Worcester, Mass. Yep.
Chick,
got a
when
letter
you were
here.
out-
Oh, I'm sorry.
When you were out, I had to do sports, and so I did a little prep. I was just reading sports stories
Sure.
at home aloud, and
yeah.
then I came in here and tried to do it. I didn't realize you're working against a defense
Oh,
every day.
yeah. Oh,
If you
yeah.
want to practice, you have somebody you have to throw red balls at your face while you're doing it.
Yeah.
Have some girl come slap you while she, you know.
It reminds me of what Chris Carter said about being a wide receiver in the NFL. If you think you can do that, have someone throw you a football and you catch it. But as you're catching it, have someone hit you in the face with a baseball bat. So that's kind of what doing sports is here. And once again, I'm not a real sportscaster. Okay, I like the NFL. That's about it. Get off my back. I don't care about your kids in the crew team. Okay, I'm not going to announce those
Well,
results.
Timmy wakes up at 5 a.m. to do crew.
He's
They have
one
a
of the
regatta.
hardest. He's an old soul.
I sat next to Chris Carter.
He's a good man. He had the same. My high school football coach was Chris Carter's high school football coach.
No kidding. Yeah, I sat next to him at a special banquet, and he got up and sang.
When you start making love.
That's what he's doing again.
I thought you were really bonding with me.
I thought he was too.
I had a follow-up, too.
We'd be stroking. This is Chris Carter, isn't it?
Clarence Carter.
Oh, different guy. Sorry.
Yes, Willie.
Chris Carter told me I have a cool voice.
Is
We
that
were
right?
Talking to him on Radio Row, and I did my little intro, and he was like, "Whoa, man, that's a good radio voice."
Oh, I like that.
I did sit next to him, and he was great. Cool guy. Really nice to talk to.
I think it was Coach Conley's idea to put him at wide receiver. I think.
Very good. Now, since we're not doing sports, do you have any more sports?
Packers want a first-round pick and more, they're saying now, from the New York Jets in exchange for Aaron Rodgers. And once again, we're in the third year of Aaron Rodgers trying to decide what he wants to do. Does he want to retire? Does he want to come back? The first 2 years, he came back. He's still irked about them drafting Jordan Love 3 years ago, and
well, didn't they draft him because they didn't know if Aaron was coming back?
Aaron was threatening to retire, and they're a going concern, and they can't wait for Aaron. But he was surprised that the Packers wanted to move on. He couldn't believe it. So, according to sources, Packers want more than a first-round pick as the deal. They want protection in 2025 in the event Rodgers plays in 24. The Packers reportedly willing to wait until the draft, though the ultimate deadline for the trade would be week 1, at which point Rodgers' $58.3 million option bonus, Christy, that's the season, becomes guaranteed base salary, if not exorcised.
Now, Jace, you like to watch trash TV. Have you seen that new show? It's called American Packers, and it's got two guys from the Packers driving around trying to find a quarterback. It's a great show. Go to antique stores. Hey, you play quarterback? See, it's not American Pickers. It's American Packers.
Let me see you throw that ball.
Wow!
More sports coming up, including the one, the only, Gardner Minshew.
Gardner Minshew news.
Yep.
We got a couple world records. We have an interesting Michael Jordan story, an interesting Mount Everest story, and there's nudity in them thar beaches in Florida. We'll find out what's going on during spring break. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Even though we're not too much to look at, you can also watch the show on our YouTube channel.
I couldn't help but see OC Double D. My favorite part of you is just for me, oh my. Ooh, you know I never play your mama. Symphony and Double D. Don't be afraid to let 'em show. O-C double D. O-C double D. I like Johnny Tiffany. O-C double D. O-C double D. Like to put up in a tree. Don't be afraid to let 'em show. Bob and Tom.
I'm sorry, I just can't make it into work today. I'm sick.
No, Johnson, listen. I got a phone call last night.
Yeah?
I talked to the client.
Uh-huh.
Today's the big presentation.
Today?
Yeah, today. It's going to be big.
Oh, I can't make it into work today. I'm sick.
Johnson, this is the big presentation. Besides that, frankly, you don't sound sick to me.
Oh, yeah? I'm sleeping with my dad. Is that sick enough for you?
This has been Spit Take Theater. Join us next week for another edition of Spit Take Theater.
Thanks for listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Things you hear on the Bob and Tom Show.
Like every time you get on the plane, they talk about the flotation seat. Like if you go down, if you crash in the ocean, then this seat will float. 2 planes out of 100 go overseas. 98 out of 100 stay right here. So if you want to make me happy, you show me a seat that's going to bounce out of a cornfield. That's what I like. This is what they got everything just confused.
But I can't stand the endorsements that come after that because everybody's going to have their own shoe and selling shoes and telling these kids to buy shoes. Because honestly, I don't care what kind of shoe an athlete wears, and neither should you. My question is, what kind of shoe does a black surgeon or lawyer wear? What is Johnny Cochran wearing? That should be the commercial. When you can get a brother off a double homicide the whole world knows he's guilty of, that's a bad shoe.
Bob and Tom.
5,
4, 3, 2, 1.
All right. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, Chick McGee.
And I'm being assured that Josh Arnold will be here sometime this hour.
Good.
And
That's
he
nice to
has He has a story to tell, and I'm not going to ruin it.
I've got some speculation over here.
Oh, you already know?
I do. Here's Ace Cosby. Here's Willie Griswold on Chick, and here's Tom with a letter.
That's Mr. McGee over there, of course, at the orangeinsoles.com sports desk. Josh is more than an hour late. Here's a suggestion. Jeffrey writes, Dear Bob and Tom, Josh is probably late because he's washing his sheets.
Oh, he peed in the bed?
Well, hopefully it was just urine.
Another incident. Who knows? But,
how did that become a saying, by the way?
What?
Well, crap the bed.
Because it happens, you see. And it's,
no, it doesn't.
They say that.
Okay.
Yeah, it does. They say
I have never crapped my bed.
Potty training is the most, the strongest reflex or whatever you want to call it that human beings have. They would
You'll hold it as long.
Rather almost do anything.
Well, sadly, there's an unfortunate sunset in our lives in which that becomes problematic.
Oh, my God.
However, I'm not going to go into that right now.
You think you and I, Tom, will be sitting next to each other somewhere? And I'll go, oh, God, was that me?
Oh.
And you'll go,
it's all of us.
Yeah, it's all of us.
Okay. The point, the expression, as you say, the softer version, crap the bed.
Crap the bed.
That does happen.
Crap the bed.
All right.
Conway
I told you, it happened to a friend of mine. Had another friend of mine over at his house. They were just out of college, and this guy had been staying there for a few days. At they were at this guy's parents' house.
Sure.
Got the world by the ass.
Yeah, the one guy got up and he made the bed and then left. And my friend's mom tore the bed up to make the sheet, and then
wash the sheets. Yeah,
he crapped in the bed and left it in there. That guy, by the way, became a reverend.
He had to have been incredibly drunk.
Yeah, but also
maybe he didn't know he did that.
Oh, I'm sure he did. But he had to know that they're eventually going to go in there and find it.
Is it possible he made the bed quickly and didn't realize it was there?
Yeah,
I doubt it. But yeah, so it'll happen.
Fortunately, that defecant has an odor, so I can't imagine him overlooking it.
Right.
Maybe. The fact that he made the bed has always been one of my.
Dear Bob and Tom, hello, Chick. Well, hello, sir. Your show has rubbed off on me, specifically Ace. I picked a bunch of games in the NCAA basketball tournament, March Madness. My unreasonable confidence is showing. I told the rest of the guys in my group last night, I did not pick the wrong teams. The teams didn't do what I said to do.
That's a good POV to have this month.
There you go. POV indeed.
Who's this?
This is a song everybody's singing this morning. Recognize this one?
Oh, yeah.
I like the
It's
horn.
the genius of Ray Charles.
Oh, yeah.
I'm busted.
I'm busted.
That's live, baby.
My brackets busted. Oh, yeah, there you go. Thank you, Ray.
I submit he was the most condescending blind man in the history of the world. Nobody
That's
could
an interesting
play
take.
the right notes for him. You didn't, boy, and if you did, you were in trouble. His band was terrified of him.
Well, that'll happen when you're a genius.
Oh, is it? Well, is that right?
No, Ray Charles was a genius.
I know he was, yes. But he could have been a nicer genius.
Well, that comes with the territory.
I don't think it does. They're not mutually exclusive. You can be interesting and be a nice, good person.
Sure you can.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm not disputing that.
It's very rare, though.
Okay. Now, we'll just move forward here, and we have...
It's time. Let's talk Gardner Minshew. Here we go.
My favorite.
He's landed elsewhere in the NFL, no longer with the Philadelphia Eagles. That's right. The Indianapolis Colts have signed quarterback Gardner Minshew. It is official. According to the NFL media, Minshew has agreed to terms with the Colts, a deal expected to be worth $3.5 million for that year, with more money available through incentives.
So he's the starting quarterback?
Presumably.
I would think he is, because we've got the guy from Colts have the guy from Texas.
Yeah, Sam Ehlinger.
And then there's another guy, but I'm not sure of his...
I think they're going to draft a rookie QB, but he's kind of a veteran backup, right?
Sam Ryan out.
Will Levis is out there, that Kentucky kid. He's got a big arm.
It'll be interesting. I'm a big Gardner Minshew fan. I like his personality. He's funny.
Mm-hmm. We know.
The rumor is this will give the Colts an opportunity to get Anthony Richardson and develop him.
Oh, that's the Florida quarterback.
Yeah, so we'll see.
He's a big kid. He's physically, he's stunning.
So
he's got deep blue eyes.
Yeah, Gardner, he's got the Mississippi mud flaps.
Yeah.
And doesn't he have an RV? That's how he gets to places, right?
And he parked his RV out in front of the stadium and lived in it. And he went all the way across the country. He's a really interesting guy, a very unusual guy like that.
If we don't get that RV in the fields, I mean, with the radio towers, I mean, what are we doing?
It wouldn't be the first RV to park over there.
No, it wouldn't.
Oh, God.
What if we invite him and then he overstays his welcome? He's stealing toilet paper from us. He's stealing your Diet Pepsi.
Willie doesn't know about that.
And then when I'm trying to leave at 10 o'clock, he'll come in and go, so, what are we doing today?
What are we doing?
Somebody get Minshew out of here. Jesus.
Gardner, you.
Pat, you have your tribute ready?
Yeah.
Pat Godwin is back.
I know why Josh is off. He didn't want to hear this again.
Yes.
He's waiting till I'm done with it.
Now, is he okay? Do we have?
Yes, he's okay. Everything is okay. He will be here with quite a story.
Okay.
So here's Mick Jaguar.
Oh, my gosh, there's Dean. He's over there. Hi, Dean. Hey, Dean. All right.
1, 2, 3, 4. I'm back after a year, baby.
Baby.
He played for the Jaguars, then the Eagles, not the star. Gardner Minshew. Now they put him on a bus, headed to Indianapolis. Gardner Minshew. All right.
Yeah, it
we
rhymed.
welcome you. Gardner Minshew. Everyone would sing. Gardner Minshew. Naked in the locker room, a mustache is like a broom. Girls wanna kiss you, yes they do. People talk about your hair, short in the front and long back there. It's a mullet Minshew. Here we go. Oh, for a year I didn't sing this song.
12 long months.
You sat on the bench for way too long. Won't you stop now for the Colts? Woo! We welcome you, Gardner Minshew. Hey, what's the matter, man? You got the backing of the fans, and Christy Lee has dying to meet you.
Oh, yeah.
We're gonna bring a case of White Claw, play Madden football like we used to. Gardner Minshew.
Oh,
Good night. I mean, good morning.
Let me tell you something. You don't have to get me anything for Christmas ever. Nobody here needs to get me any if you start dating Gardner Minshew.
It's not going to happen.
See you later, Andy.
Sorry, Andy.
And then Gardner comes up to me. Does Christy talk about me? Would you tell her that I can?
I mean, she told me she likes me, but does she like me?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Does she like the Fu Manchu or the full beard or just the sideburns?
I'll do anything, man, to get on that.
Okay.
Bet you he's thorough and generous, man.
Oh,
You think so?
yeah.
If you got facial hair like that, you got to be going downtown.
Party guy.
You got to be
He
going
switches it
down.
up all the time. He did the mullet for a while.
Yeah.
The Mississippi mud flaps.
How old is he? He's only like 28.
Perfect.
Yeah,
Okay.
somewhere around there. Yeah. I know. Hang on. I know that's older for you, but still.
Let's just move forward. Coming up, we're going to find out why Josh is an hour and 10 minutes late.
Yes, sir. Don't go anywhere. It's quite the
Everything's
story.
cool, though?
Everything's fine. Yes.
It's okay.
Okay, good. Right now, I'll tell you this. The Bob and Tom Show is sponsored by BetterHelp. What's BetterHelp all about? Well, it's about therapy and getting help. And by the way, it's not a sign of weakness to ask for help. The world's confusing right now, and it's a good time to deepen your own self-awareness and understanding. What does BetterHelp do? Well, they connect you with a licensed therapist, and it's all done via the internet, and the actual therapy is performed on the internet. Get the details at betterhelp.com/BT show. So BetterHelp has hooked up more than 1 million people with therapists, more than 25,000 therapists out there, and these have been unpredictable times. and this may be an opportunity for you to get back to yourself, your best self. If you're thinking of starting therapy, give BetterHelp a try. And once again, the Bob and Tom Show is sponsored by BetterHelp. How does it work? You fill out a brief questionnaire. You'll get matched with a licensed therapist. And by the way, you can switch therapists at any time for no additional charge. Discover your potential with BetterHelp. Visit BetterHelp.com/BT Show to get 10% off your first month. Once again, it's BetterHelp, HELP.com/BT Show. You can do it with the camera on, camera off, just talking, or even texting back and forth. Whatever works for you. It's all about convenience because it's all done online. Once again, BetterHelp.com/BT Show. Coming up, Josh will be back. We've got a haunted house. We've got Mount Everest. We've got a really cool, interesting story about Star Trek. This I just think is fascinating when we come back. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, this is Dr. Will Miller, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Good morning. It is St. Patrick's Day. Make sure you wear green or someone might pinch you, although that probably went out because that's probably no longer acceptable. So don't be pinching anybody, okay? Keep your hands to yourself. However, it is St. Patrick's Day. Luck of the Irish to you. Hope you're having a great morning. Thanks for spending time with us here on the Bob and Tom Show. Mr. Jeff Oskey. Is he Irish? I don't know, but he's got a great beard. News that we failed to mention coming up right here on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee with your Bob and Tom Entertainment News Update. Def Leppard have recorded their hits with the Royal Philharmonic Orchestra for an album they're calling Drastic Symphonies. The new version of Animal has already been released digitally. The full Drastic Symphonies album will be out May 16th. Adam Brody says he didn't work out all that much to prepare for his role in Shazam! Fury of the Gods. He said he does more flying than fighting, and he was moved around more like a marionette in a harness. And the costumes, well, they made him look good. He says the suits had built-in muscles. Shazam! Fury of the Gods opens in theaters today. And here's something I didn't know until this morning. The Boston Strangler, we've all heard about that. But did you know there were two women journalists who broke that story? Yeah, Carrie Coon and Keira Knightley are playing the two real-life reporters in a new film called Boston Strangler. Coon says she had heard of the killer but was shocked to learn that the two women behind breaking the story were completely erased from the narrative. Well, you can find out more. Boston Strangler is out today on Hulu. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Things you hear on the Bob and Tom Show.
Yes, I have been doing lots of research, and now if you tell me who your favorite band is or what your favorite movie is or even what your favorite book is, I can tell you what you are saying about yourself.
Okay, Christy, can we start with you? Do you mind? Christy,
right, favorite band? My favorite movie.
Is it Roadhouse?
Movie. Not Roadhouse. That's the movie that you can't turn away from.
Favorite movie?
Yeah.
My favorite movie,
yes,
Breakfast at Tiffany with Audrey Hepburn.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Okay. Boy, that's going to be a really mean one for me to start out on. I can tell you what you're saying about yourself is, I'm not nearly as cute as I think I am. That's what that says about you. It's awful.
It's okay.
It's okay.
I'm sorry. I hate to start off on such a mean note.
I got you.
How about your favorite band, Christy?
Say Michael Bubble or
Can
whatever.
Can I say Maroon 5?
Sure,
Maroon
go ahead.
5?
Yeah.
Okay. If your favorite band is Maroon 5, what you're saying about yourself is, man, 10% off every purchase? This Gap credit card was the best decision ever.
Hey, guy, it's Kid Tarmac. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Take that to the bank. 24/7. I know.
When you need relief and you need it fast, eat a bowl of Sphincter Blast.
Hi, I'm Harry Kalanick Jr. for the new high-fiber breakfast cereal, Sphincter Blast. One 10-ounce serving contains more fiber than a log of New England birch firewood. Sphincter Blast. Some cereals shoot for the moon. We shoot for Uranus. Just say to your grocer, snap, crackle, plop. Tell him Harry Kalanick Jr. sent you and watch for my BMTV special. Harry Kalanick Jr. Unplugged. Sphincter Blast in the big brown tapered package. That's, of course, so the box won't slam shut. It may sound corny, but Sphincter Blast is hip, cool, and it's solid.
When you need relief and you need it fast, eat a bowl of Sphincter Blast.
line. This is Donnie Baker. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
This is for the people going through heartbreak right now, and you don't know what to do about it.
Okay.
Get sick, turn my stomach, throw up, chuck, pray to the porcelain god. Barf, belch, bail out, blow chunks, lose lunch, vomit, feed the fish, and heave a log. Evacuate all you ate, retch, route, regurgitate, drop your cookies, puke, and spew. Hurl, purge are just a few words that come up when I think about you.
One way of doing it.
That's quality
TV
material.
Rogers. TV, having just met you, I can guess you're obviously an athlete.
Yeah, I work out a little bit. They have the whole thing where you pump weights and all that stuff.
Yeah.
You gotta have that cardiovascular, man.
Mm-hmm.
But I was playing basketball the other day. They made me guard the worst dude on the other teams. It was a fat dude wearing thongs. Man. You know, standing on the court smoking a cigarette. You know I was in bad shape.
And you couldn't keep up with him,
I couldn't
could you?
keep up with him. I got involved with that aerobics. Don't like aerobics, man. That's too much like sex.
It is.
Aerobics?
Yeah, you sweat, muscles hurt, and then you got a woman up there telling you you're not doing it right.
Pizza Hut, apparently, is going to start delivering cold beer along with their food.
No kidding.
way.
They started the testing beer delivery program in Phoenix, Arizona.
And it passed with flying colors.
Yeah, everyone took it.
Yeah.
So how do you prove that you're of legal age?
The company told Fortune magazine it plans to expand that.
I'd like a large pizza, please. And 40 beers.
Hello, this is comedian John Evans, and you're listening.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hi, chick.
Josh Arnold still on his way in.
I'm getting worried.
Where the hell is he?
Walking?
Everything's fine. He's just, there's something he has to take care of, and all will be revealed and understood when he gets here, okay? There's Pat Godwin.
Hello, chick.
There's Ace Cosby. Hey. There's Willie Griswold.
Good morning.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Thank you very much. Chick McGee, of course, sitting at the OrangeInsoles.com sports desk.
Of course.
A lot of folks singing today, just like Ray Charles, because they're already busted. Bracketology. This is a big crash and burn with a couple teams that were not expected to lose this early on. But we've got something to save your bracketology buns, if you will. OrangeInsoles.com is hooked up with us. We got a beautiful Yeti cooler we're giving away, and this is the coolest thing ever, a custom-made Papa Shot. What guy wouldn't want this in his living room? You walk in the house. We moved the Davenport over. Why? Because we've got a Papa Shot. You could win one. BobandTom.com/contest. I could not be more excited.
You're calling it Davenport. Hello, Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, fellas.
Floyd.
I've enjoyed your Davenport program.
Oh, you're welcome.
Well, jumping Jehovah, it's St. Patty's Day, isn't it?
Oh, that's
Sure
right.
is.
Kindly creeped up on us this year. You know, it's one of my favorite days of the year, of course.
I didn't know that.
Well, time was you could go up and give a gal a little pinch if she wasn't wearing green. But nowadays, when they say a gal's gone green, it means she recycles her plastic water bottles regularly.
Yeah.
Believes in composting. Nowadays, if they say she's plugged in, it means she drives an electric car, you know.
Yeah, sure.
Back in my day, being plugged in just meant she was on the bleed. It's kind of hard to keep up with it all.
Sure.
Of course, my favorite part of St. Patty's Day is the corned beef and cabbage. I used to eat it regularly, but I can't eat it more, you know.
Yeah, right. Why?
On account of my cholesterol being what it is.
Really?
Well, and Big D can't get anywhere near cabbage.
Why?
Even looking at it just gives you enough gas to fill up a Chinese spy balloon. Here's one I like to tell this time of year.
Really?
Am I allowed to say leprechaun still?
I think it's okay to say leprechaun, isn't it?
Cancellation words. I can't remember everything Glenn Beck writes up on the board.
Yeah, gotta listen to back.
Anywho, why do leprechauns laugh when they play soccer?
I don't know. I don't know.
On account the grass tickles their balls. There might be a 7-second delay on your end. Boy, our neighbor's rooster's all mixed up. Thing was making a fuss on that. I can't tell if it's daylight savings, or climate change, or if it's just dyslexic, stupid buzzard. Happy St. Patty's Day.
Thank you, Floyd.
So leprechauns laugh when they play soccer because their balls hit the grass?
Right.
Why is that? They're so short?
Yes.
But their balls aren't proportionally... I'm not,
Why are you overthinking
See, it's a
this?
soccer ball kind of a joke.
Pat, do leprechauns have big balls?
I thought that was...
They probably have to.
Didn't Brad Williams tell us that one?
Oh, could be.
Day off here?
All right. Think he has a gig tonight?
I don't know.
Puts on a green suit. Hope the money's good.
I hope he hears about this.
A great comic. He does not have to do the shtick.
He's so nice.
Hey, listen, if the check's big enough, I'd do it.
Yeah, I'll dress up like anything.
Sure.
We've dressed you up like anything.
That's pretty much. Hey, it looks like a big round blueberry. Are you having fun? No, I'm not.
You could be the world's largest leprechaun. Huge midgets.
Back to sports. The Memphis Grizzlies.
Nice.
Going out of their way to make sure Morant doesn't have another strip club incident while on the road. You remember 2 weeks ago, Morant found himself in hot water, posted on his Instagram live video of himself holding a gun while inside a Denver strip club. He was suspended for 8 games. The Grizzly star apologetic and contrite during an interview with ESPN's Jalen Rose. And now, according to a report from my boys at The Athletic, the Grizzlies have implemented several team rules to prevent issues while on the road. Apparently, the Grizzlies will not stay in road cities overnight. They will leave immediately after their games, especially in party cities like Miami.
What?
So
that's their solution to this.
So what if their next game is in another city?
Well, they're not going to. They've got to go back to Memphis.
They're going to go back to Memphis.
Bro.
Oh, that doesn't make any sense.
Make sense.
The West Coast. They're going to have to stay where there aren't. They're doing all this for Ja.
Okay.
That kind of
That is
irritation.
weird.
This doesn't say team. That's why I'm irritated with Aaron Rodgers. He doesn't say team. It's a team sport, Tom.
Okay.
Life's a team sport. You know that.
All right.
Jagger Leach is the 15-year-old son of 3-time major champion Lindsay Davenport.
Uh-huh.
Get off the Davenport.
Sure.
They called her the sofa. He's a very good tennis player, evidently. He lost this week, though, in the second round of the FILA International Junior Championships. Leach was beaten by 9th seed Styles Becker, who's Boris Becker. No, that's not true. Styles Brockett at Indian Wells Tennis Garden, where Leach's mom reached the finals of the pro tournament 6 times and won twice.
They call him the love seat.
Oh, my God.
He's a little Davenport.
All right.
He started the sofa thing. Don't you blame me on this.
Okay.
So fussy.
All is forgiven. A group of gym fanatics tired of eating dog food thanks to TikTok. Follow me now.
They tried eating dog food.
Oh, they tried eating dog food?
Yeah.
Thanks to TikTok. According to BuzzFeed, some fitness-focused creators on the app noticed that dog food appears to contain a significant amount of protein, which is sought after by your people who work out, yada. And they decided to give it a try. Fitness influencer Henry Clarisy told his followers that some dog food brands contain 666 grams of protein, around 600 more than the amount of protein most people should consume each day. Protein, the building blocks of life.
How dumb do you have to be to do this?
He's 21 years old. He promised viewers that he would try dog food if his video got 15,000 likes. After it got 2.5 million, he delivered on his promise. He muscled through kibbles and bits. He told BuzzFeed News the dog food tasted like little pieces of dirt. That's because it's dog food, and I definitely don't think it was worth it. Even though it's a lot of protein, I'd take steak or protein powder.
Yeah, no kidding.
So would you do soft canned dog food over dry dog food?
Kibbles and bits is dry.
It is dry, but I'm asking if you had to do
but
this.
that's not, you can't eat dog food.
Wasn't that always?
Yeah, you can.
No.
Wasn't that always the, I don't know if it was true or not.
That was a famous rumor that old people couldn't afford their food.
Well, no, they couldn't eat. They wanted to put a neutering formula in the dog food.
That was
cut down on
urban legend.
strays, but they couldn't because old people eat.
Yeah, that's an urban legend.
And it would make them grow a third.
The FDA has different standards for pet food than they do for human food. And pet food has certain byproducts that humans are not supposed to be eating. So
But it's okay for our puppies?
They have different. It's a science thing. I don't understand, but I know you're not supposed to eat dog foods.
Man, they like cheese, don't they?
No, you're not.
They love cheese. Don't they like cheese?
But no, these are bro-head weightlifting morons. They see something on TikTok. Yeah, he does it. Look at how great he is. He's an idiot. Probably got zits all over his balls from eating.
Oh my goodness!
Hey, isn't it time for another pizza song? You got one more over there?
We have to wait for Josh.
Oh, that's
part
right.
of that one.
Damn it, Josh. He's going to have quite a story.
He only
Believe
lives
me.
7 minutes away.
Stop. You're going to feel bad. Just don't bang on him too hard. Okay.
The death of an animal.
Oh, Tom.
Was that why? I'm just asking.
Got quiet.
If that's it.
Wow.
Why would he tell us?
Wow.
Why would he come in?
Yeah, that would be
a Czech freediver.
A what?
A Czech free.
But he doesn't write checks anymore?
In Czechoslovakia, is there?
Oh.
You call it a check writing a check? Look at that check writing a check.
You're eating yourself here.
Isn't that right? Is that a hat on a hat or what is it? Hey, there's a check writing a check over there.
Check playing checkers.
That's one of my favorite jokes.
What's that?
You know that old joke? Mm-mm. You don't know the old Czech joke?
I don't know the old Czech joke.
Let's see. I think I can kind of remember it.
Is this as good as your Irish joke earlier?
You nailed that Irish.
Yeah.
Best impression of me I ever heard.
Hey, Pat, you want to get me some coffee? You want to earn your keep today?
Sure.
I was struggling to do the...
Well, you got me, huh, the boss?
Give me a second. I'll try to remember the famous Czech joke. What is the story about Czechoslovakia?
A Czech freediver broke a Guinness World Record after diving under a frozen lake without a wetsuit.
No.
Mr. Oh, the hell! This is a world record. I'm sorry.
Stupid world record.
Mr. David Wenzel performed a vertical dive to a depth of 171 feet. It makes me uncomfortable.
Under the ice?
Under the ice with a single breath and no wetsuit. To accomplish this...
So what's the world record for? This largest shrinkage of a penis?
I don't even know if he wore trunks or what. Maybe not. The 40-year-old plunged into the frigid waters of Switzerland's Lake Sills, where amazing soprano Beverly Sills grew up. Metropolitan.
My dad's favorite.
There he is.
Did you ever see that show she was in?
What
I've
show?
seen a lot of shows she was in.
Beverly Hillbillies.
Oh, yeah, she was great in that.
No, and then she toured a while for Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young.
Beverly Sills. It's Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young.
That's right.
Yeah, they missed Stephen's great guitar playing.
That's right.
He's very cranky.
If we only get Beverly Sills. Or maybe it was Crosby, Stills, Sills, Nash and Young.
Hey, everybody.
He remembered it.
He was walking through the door.
I'll never forget it. You're talking about Czechoslovakia. I know quite a bit about it.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Dr. Tom Whiskey.
Welcome to the show. It's yours truly, Tom Whiskey. Hi, Chrissy.
Hi, Doc. How
are you? You're looking good.
Thanks. So are you.
You got any Irish in you?
No.
You want some of Pat?
Hey, nice little twist on it.
That was a fun
He's
turn.
Irish and desperate.
Can you say,
is it in yet in Gaelic?
Didn't you, we were having a drink at the saloon the other night. Didn't you tell me to remind you that Christy's overdue for a gyno appointment?
Oh, really?
You can take care of that?
I got the strips in my, the stirrups. There you go. In my Conestoga wagon.
Stirrups, and you'll have to strip. Yeah,
yeah, right. By the way, I like to have you in the strips face down.
Oh, nice.
In the strips.
That way you can get to everything.
Oh, my gosh.
That way I can see everything right there. You gotta. It's just like an orifice festival.
I'll buy a ticket to that.
Thanks for inviting me to the show. I'll never forget the true story of the Russian scientists and the Czechoslovakian scientists.
Yes.
As you know, these, of course, they were famous biologists studying the American grizzly bear, famous in North America, of course. And these fellows were living in Russia and Czechoslovakia, so they didn't get much of a chance to go into the field, but they finally got the proper passports and permits, flew all the way to Yellowstone Park to study the bears. They they got there, and the park ranger said, "No, you can't go in there, fellas. It's the mating season. These grizzly bears are dangerous. They're horny and they're hungry." Whoa! And they said, "Well, please, we got it. We've been studying grizzly bears all our life. We just want to go in and see the grizzly bears live and in person." So they gave permits to the Russian scientists and the Czech scientists, and those fellas went into the forest. They gave them special phones, radio phones. They'd call in every day, and after a week, those phone calls kind of trailed off. Yeah. Well, the rangers were fearing the worst. They went on in, and they found the mom and pop bear sitting there, blood everywhere. Yeah. Oh boy, it was terrible.
All satisfied and full.
And the female bear started to attack, so they had to shoot that bear.
Oh, no.
It was very sad. That was where the bear hits the ground. Then they opened up the belly of that bear, and oh boy, there was the Russian scientist all chewed up and dead. And the one ranger turned to the other and said, "You know what this means, don't you?" Other fellow said, "I don't know what. It means the check is in the mail."
I didn't see that coming.
That was
Thank you, Doc. Thank you very much, Doc. Thank you, Tom. Thanks for inviting me.
That's amazing. Simply amazing.
The Czechoslovakian is
back to the
eaten by the male bear. I got it.
Back to the Czech freediver. He was at Lake Sills. The water temperature was between 34 and 39 degrees.
Jeez.
His dive took him 1 minute 54 seconds, and you don't get the bends because you don't breathe at that deep. So you're only taking one breath.
But still,
he's still sitting by the fire. Oof.
I think because Tom Cruise has made a big deal about how long he can hold his breath. Remember that story? He's up to like 6.5 minutes or something. Are
you serious?
He can hold his breath, and I think the world record's like close to 9 minutes.
Yikes.
Somebody holds their breath.
You can train for that.
Yeah, right.
And there was an actress who was really good at this too. That was part of some.
Agnes Moorehead. She could hold her breath.
It was not Agnes Moorehead.
Apparently,
she's holding it right now.
On the set of Bewitched, Dick York smelled so bad that she had to hold her. Am I getting anything?
Got rid of him.
Good here.
I'm sorry. So this guy
hit the bricks, Stinky.
Bring the new guy in.
So that's the world record. That's pretty cool.
That's a world record, Tom.
I have trouble even watching that. What happens if you're down, whatever,
and you take
200 feet and you
die, Tom?
Is that it?
Well, they have
they have to have somebody there to jump in and get you, right?
According to the movie that I've watched more than one time because I find it fascinatingly uncomfortable, it's called The Big Blue with Jean Reno from from The Professional.
And that's where they take the weights and the weights
shoot you down, and then when you get to the bottom, you hit a button and this balloon inflates and it rockets you up to the top. So you will spend as little time as possible down there at that depth with only one breath.
Man. Well, very scary.
Oh, it's terrifying.
Very
especially in freezing ice cold water.
Right.
But that
and then you have to find the hole that you went down in. Imagine if you got off course a little bit.
Well, you're on a rope, right? I assume.
Are they on a rope?
Yeah, they're on a rope.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you can follow your way back up.
It's like a rudimentary elevator.
Coming up, speaking of things that are frozen, interesting news out of Mount Everest about frozen stuff that's still there. Very, very cool and an interesting story. Also, we have more world records, an interesting Michael Jordan story, and to me, a fascinating Star Trek story involving cursing. Have you heard about this?
Shut your mouth.
It's a fascinating problem in the world of
Man, I like it when you say fascinating.
No, really, I think this is a really interesting issue that's going to be coming up again and again, I think. Okay. We'll find out about that when we come back. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
For a complete copy of the Bob and Tom Show contest rules, go to bobandtom.com/contest-rules, or just scroll down to the bottom of the page and see contest rules. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Occasionally, I will sing in my stand-up act if I'm talking about a particular band thing. Like right now, I have I kind of talk about the fact that grunge STP is getting back together. Scott Weiland.
Yeah,
from
sure.
So I kind of do a mild dancing impersonation of him to prove that you have to be on heroin to dance like that. And and the fact that he's actually our generation's Keith Richards. If you've noticed, nothing will kill him. He's been kicked out of 2 bands because they thought he was going to die, and then he didn't die. He's still alive. I hear him, and they're like, hey, whatever. Let's record record another album. Who cares?
I like their music. So.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think we can all agree that that grunge is the one good thing that AIDS gave us. I think you can pretty much argue that. You know, if you really, nothing explains the biggest left turn in the history of music like AIDS, because it literally was like 1 week we were like, don't want nothing but a good time. AIDS, I seem to recognize your face. Pour some sugar on me. AIDS. Me. You tell a generation of 13-year-olds that sex equals death, you're going to have them going, I deny you.
Morning laughter just might be the best medicine.
If you want to turn your daddy parts orange, eat some Cheetos and watch some porn.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, the Friends of the Bob and Tom Show comedy tour heading back out, and you can get your tickets now. The Dow Event Center in Saginaw, Michigan, coming up Friday, March 31st. Pat Godwin, Josh Arnold, and Kostaki Economopoulos. It's going to be a great show as the Friends of the Bob and Tom Show comedy tour for 2023 rolls on. Again, Saginaw, Michigan. I know you're going to show up at the Dow Event Center Friday, March 31st. Pat Godwin with his guitar. Josh Arnold with his fun and his good looks, and Kostaki Economopoulos, recently divorced, but that's not stopping him from hitting the road. He's also our NFL correspondent. Was out at the Super Bowl with Willie Griswold and Frank Caliendo. Had a lot of fun, and you'll have a lot of fun, too, at the Dow Event Center in Saginaw, Michigan. Again, Friday, March 31st. Check out our website or the Dow Event Center for tickets, or thatjosharnold.com, patgodwin.com. You know what I'm saying. Kostaki.com. It's all out there. If you want to go, you will be there. And thanks so much for joining us on a Friday right here on Bob and Tom 24/7. Good morning. I'm Mark Allison with a look at things you may have missed on this St. Patrick's Day. The Federal Reserve says cash-short banks have borrowed about $300 billion in emergency funding from the central bank in the past week. Nearly half of the money, $143 billion, went to holding companies for the two major banks that failed over the past week. Silicon Valley Bank and Signature Bank, triggering widespread alarm in financial markets. An additional $148 billion in lending provided through a long-standing program called the Discount Window, and amounted to a record level for that program. In California, authorities say the attempted theft of a helicopter has ended in wreckage when it crashed at Sacramento Executive Airport. Police say someone went to the airport before dawn Wednesday, tried to start 4 helicopters that were sitting on the tarmac. Authorities say the thief managed to operate one, but the chopper wound up crashing. The Bell 429 helicopter ended up laying on its side with its rotors sheared off and the tail boom cracked. No injuries reported. Authorities say the thief took off and no arrests have been made, but the FBI has now joined that investigation. That's a look at things you may have missed. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
Hey, Bob and Tom, it's Donnie Baker.
Hello, Donnie.
Well, St. Patrick's Day is tomorrow. Everybody at work here is planning on dipping out early so they can catch a parade.
Okay.
You know, I hate parades. I'm convinced parades were invented by Dixie convertible cars.
Bob and Tom in the morning, and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Essential morning radio, all day and all night.
Really? No, seriously. Really?
Bob and Tom 24/7, 24/7.
Hi, I'm Bert.
And I'm Ellie.
And we're proud to announce our new breakfast treat, Bert and Ellie's Muffin.
The Bert and Ellie Muffin is delicious. But don't take our word for it. Here's our spokesperson, Eddie Van Halen.
Hey, thanks, man.
Hi, Eddie Van Halen here. You know, I love munching on Bert and Ellie's muffin. In fact, I was just telling my wife, Valerie, Bert and Ellie's muffin is the best thing I've ever put in my mouth. Man, this is finger-licking good.
I bet.
This muffin is so good. I just can't keep it to myself. I suggest you eat Bert and Ellie's muffin today. Pick one up on your way home, dude, or stop by Bert and Ellie's spot the next time you eat out. Look for the big pink smiling lips downtown next to the Y.
Thanks, Eddie.
I can't stop mowing down on this thing.
Eat all you want, Eddie. We'll make more.
Bert and Ellie's muffin. Come by and shove one in your face today. Hey, we'll leave the stereo on for you, and we'll turn it up real loud so you can hear it.
Hey, it's Roy Wood Jr. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You just ruined it. Shortly.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, chick.
There's Ace Cosby.
Howdy.
There's Willie Griswold.
What is up?
And ladies and gentlemen, Josh Arnold is here.
Hi. I thought we were on the new hours.
Oh.
Sorry. No.
Okay, I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold. Tom?
Chick, of course, reporting from the OrangeInsoles.com sports desk. I will remind you that a lot of brackets, let me rephrase that, almost all brackets busted already, with Princeton stepping up and Furman stepping up.
I want to say and there was a third one, I'm forgetting it, but there's most upsets in the first day since I can remember.
But all is not lost, bracket fans, because our friends at Orange Insoles have stepped up. And we are going to be giving away a Yeti cooler. It's a beautiful one. It's right there in back of Chick right now.
It's gorgeous. Right there it is.
Show that on the big screen. And also, we've our friends at Papa Shot are throwing in a Bob and Tom themed dual shot Papa Shot for your home. Again, wouldn't this be great? You walk in the door. Oh, there's the living room. Look, there's a Papa Shot in there.
Oh, and you got the Yeti cooler from Orange Insoles filled to the brim in your living room.
Oh, nice. You can get in on that action by going to bobandtom.com/contest. Now, Josh, you're an hour and 45 minutes late.
Apologies.
Is there a happy story here?
Yeah, happy ending. Yeah,
okay, good.
Bit of drama this morning. The morning ritual happened. Everything's fine. And part of that morning ritual is after I shower and I get downstairs, the cat, Gravy, gets treats.
Right.
That's right. Crunchers, I call them. And she always follows me down the stairs. And her sister, Biscuit, which is one of the reasons she's named Gravy,
right,
is staying with me currently. Yeah.
So you got a guest cat.
Yeah, so the girls get to have fun. And
yeah.
They love their little visits. And so Biscuit's following me, and I get the Crunchers out, and I give them to her, and I guess Gravy's really tired. What the hell? And I look, Biscuit is soaking wet, just dripping. And I hadn't noticed. I was like, oh my gosh, I wonder if they got into one of the toilets or something. And so I looked to make sure Gravy's not still swimming around somewhere.
Oh God!
And no, and I'm like, well, here, check local listings. It's raining quite a bit.
Yeah.
Maybe they somehow got outside, but that's impossible. And I look, and my back door is open. I think the wind was such that it must have blown somehow. I thought it was locked. Who knows? Anyway, I realized, Gravy's out there. And I got to find her before I can leave because she's an indoor cat. She's never been outside before.
Oh, no.
The conditions are terrible. And so I put on my little hat that Ace got us for Christmas with the headlight in front.
Nice.
And I have some her treats that I can shake.
Right.
And I have a little cardinal bird thing that squeaks when you touch it. Like, chirp, 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 chirp. And so I have that.
But your neighbors love that.
And I'm, well, yes. I can only imagine what they thought as they saw a large man wearing a headlight hat walking up and down the sidewalks Gravy. Gravy.
Hey, you big fat pig.
It's 5:45, fatty.
Lay off the gravy.
Go to Bob Evans.
Yeah, ask me Thanksgiving night.
Gravy. And there was just no luck in finding her, and so I thought, all right, well, I'll just sit here with Biscuit, and maybe she'll just come back. And every now and again, I went outside and said her name and shook the treats and pressed the cardinal. And
right.
Finally, I heard some meowing in the distance when I was standing on my deck, and I went, gravy, gravy, and we found each other eventually. I was able, and I went to pick her up, and she was like fighting me, like she wanted to stay outside.
Of course.
Yeah.
Eat chipmunks.
And I realized, oh, she's not lost. She's having the time of her life. I'm the one who.
Right.
She was like, look at all this stuff out here. But
This is so cool,
so I took her in, and yeah. So I think I have mud on me still, so apologies for me.
Oh, no, that's okay. We're just happy you found her.
Yes, me too. I was real scared.
You know, you've expressed that you want to be off the grid, Josh Arnold, mountain man Josh Arnold, just leave one day. And it's funny that Gravy maybe wants to be Mountain Gravy.
Oh.
I think she does, yeah. Yeah. So
that sounds like a new product. Mountain gravy. Hey, you eating gravy? You big pussy eating mountain gravy.
What? Plain old brown gravy.
Come on, man up.
What
Eat mountain
could be
gravy.
better than gravy? Mountain gravy.
It has chunks of bobcat.
Well, you could put a little cat door in your door and
Don't
let her
do
go
that.
in and out.
No, I'm going to keep her an indoor cat.
Oh, okay.
Well, then you'll have...
No, I told you my dog door story.
Yeah, but that's what cats do anyway, even if you didn't have a dog door.
Well, and
they bring you stuff.
That sort of thing only happens to you.
Yeah, you don't want a cat
Snakes,
coming in
birds,
with a
chipmunks.
live snake. Yeah, here, Dad, look at this. Well, I'm glad everything's okay, Josh.
Yes, thank you. Sorry for
I
that.
had a not similar episode this morning, but I won't go into it. You've missed a lot, Josh.
You had a dog crap in the corner, right? You had to clean it up.
Worse than that.
Oh, no.
There's no point discussing it. Now, we need to move forward here, but can you tell Josh about what's happening in the world of brackets?
Well, Josh, we had huge upsets last night. Let me go back to the first page. That's right. The fabulous Arizona Wildcats were upset by the amazing Princeton Tigers, 59-55. That's a number 2 seed, number 15 seed beating a number 2 seed.
And we know you don't care about college basketball, Josh, but this is significant because so many people have entered our contest.
Sure.
And then Furman.
Yes.
Let's see, they are a 13 seed.
God, you scared me to death.
That was on the keyboard.
Will travel reach the card of a man.
Furman is known as the Paladins.
Ah, okay. Yeah.
Remember the show Paladin?
Paladin,
yeah.
Where do you roam?
Yeah, that's right. Richard Boone. And,
I thought it was Richard Boob.
It was Boone, B-O-O-N-E.
Oh.
This was like a black and white, I think, television western.
Gun
from,
will
like,
travel.
the 50s.
And he had his card was part of the intro, and it had a little rook on the front of it.
I just like, but what a great ad campaign. Have gun, will travel.
Yeah.
Says it all.
Yeah.
Right? Not too many words. You can figure out what he does.
13 seed Furman beat 4th seed Virginia, 68-67. Yes, Virginia, there is an upset.
Nice.
Furman, for those of you, Greenville, South Carolina, and they are known as the Paladins. And there was an interesting story. I think they didn't know what to name their sports teams. Furman was a school of many identities before settling on their current nickname in 1961, the Paladins. Before that, the baseball team was the Hornets, and the football team was the Hurricanes.
What?
And the basketball team was the Paladins. They had different names for different teams.
Oh.
But the Paladins eventually won out for everything.
Was that a normal thing back in the day?
I don't know, but it's I would say it's great having an unusual name that nobody else has.
Sure.
It's one of the great, and it's also one of the cool things about the NCAA college basketball tournaments.
You
because
get to know these schools.
You get to know, there's a lot of schools no one had ever heard of. Remember, is it Gonzaga or Gonzaga? Remember those days?
Yeah.
And
now
Josh,
they're a powerhouse.
Apparently, Furman is where you go and you don't have it together to get in an Ivy League school.
Oh, is that right?
Evidently, a close friend of Tom's just was stupid.
Yeah, Daffy Duck is
All completely false. That's not what I said.
Well, maybe you can get into Furman, loser.
You look like a paladin.
You're not a lion. You're a paladin.
So, was Paladin was he a really good shooter? Was that the thing about the?
He was just kind of a badass, a bounty hunter, wasn't he? Bounty hunter.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. All right. cool.
Never seen some.
Coming up in sports, Michael Jordan and his sneakers, and there's a movie coming out about how they, before Michael Jordan and his endorsement deal with sneakers, he used to wear Converse, I think.
It's the Goodwill Hunting boys, isn't it?
Yeah, Matt and Ben, and they go over the story of how they nailed Michael Jordan down to be the spokesman for Nike Air and Jordan, and has his own brand, and millions of dollars later, here we are.
Okay.
And I am not wearing Nikes today. A rare day I'm not wearing Nikes. So
what are you wearing?
A very nice shoe.
Skechers, right? Skechers?
No.
This is like, remember in the old days of the Academy Awards, and they would have Joan Rivers and her daughter on,
that's right.
on the red carpet. It would say, "What are you wearing?" No, it's "Who are you wearing?"
No, they still do that. Believe
God,
me.
I hate that. Now, Josh, what was your
That's
analysis?
Hugh Grant.
So does Hugh Grant, yeah.
The hypocrisy of the whole thing is my favorite. Of just, finally, a woman is being nominated for direct. This is the year of the woman. We must celebrate all they've done in Hollywood. And in fact, we need more women to be nominated. And by the way, who are you wearing? Your pretty little dress? Can we mostly talk about that?
I wear that to a little tea
And which
party.
one of these broads wore it better? That's the worst one.
Yeah, why?
Who wore it better?
Yeah, who's responsible for that? We'll answer all these questions. I'm glad your little kitty's okay,
Yeah, me
Josh.
too.
Thank you. Sorry for the
What a
late
morning. Wow.
Coming up, who's the big radish fan in here? Ace?
Me.
I like radishes.
Don't you remember Pat Godwin shoplifts them?
I take one and then I buy a bag.
I don't believe he does.
Do you wash them before you stick them in your
It's
mouth?
got the spritzing from the grocery store.
There's no way.
He says the mister does the trick.
You're eating E. coli from rabbits.
No way you're stopping at one, okay?
No, I have one. That's true.
We have a radish you can't steal. It's a world record radish. Coming up, this is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. The show is also out there for you on our YouTube channel. Watch and subscribe.
Pat, are you ready to do your movie review?
Sure, why not?
Oh,
We can do
okay.
that. Yeah. Big week this week. This week, talking about the new movie Sex and the City 2.
Now, should we explain that the way you have a very interesting way of making sure that your reviews are not biased? You don't chum around with the stars.
I do not chum around with the stars.
And
as little as possible.
You don't associate pretty much with the movie itself.
Do not do that.
So, in other words, you don't go to the movie.
I don't interact with the movie in any way.
By seeing it.
By seeing it,
Right,
I try not to think about it.
Bias your opinion.
Yeah, exactly. And once you've seen a movie, there's no way you can be objective about it. You have been foiled. The content is in your head, and there's no way you can do it. Now, this week, Sex and the City 2. Carrie, Amanda, Mary Kate, and Ashley return for the sequel. There will be sex, followed by brunch, during which a penis will be ridiculed. There will be giggling and togetherness. Cynthia Nixon, shockingly, not returning for the sequel. I don't know if you know that. The role of Amanda is played by a broom with a face drawn on it. Sarah Jessica Parker does return, and contrary to early rumors, the role of Carrie is not played by Super Saver. Winner of the Kentucky Derby. Super Saver. Obviously, these are some heavy-duty female role models, but you don't have to go to the movies to hear about strong women, as you'll see in this edition of the Unbiased Movie Review, which is also ripped from the headlines.
Really?
Yes. In Minnesota, a mother has given birth in the car while driving herself to the hospital. Well, what does she want? A medal? One time I soiled myself on the way home from the airport. Nobody seemed to think that was much of a miracle.
Yeah.
The only difference is that mine didn't scream coming out. In fact, it was almost eerily quiet. There was a whimper. I'm not sure which end it came out of. Ripped from the headlines. Yes. Sex and the City 2. Definitely a movie for females. Well, what's wrong with seeing something a little soft and fun? You need it sometimes after watching all the violence in the news. One of Spain's most famous matadors remains in critical condition after sucking the horn of one of Spain's most famous bulls. Julio Aparicio was gored through the throat, his jawbone fractured, his tongue pierced, his soft palate smashed. Doctors say he may never say, "That's delicious" again. From now on, we'll probably say, "That's delicious." Whatever "that's delicious" is in Spanish.
is set to host Ireland's Prime Minister after the pandemic scuttled the long-standing St. Patrick's Day meetup 2 years in a row. First, they will attend a breakfast with Vice President Kamala Harris and her husband. Then they head to Capitol Hill for a lunch with congressional leaders before the two leaders convene privately. Biden plans to visit both the Republic of Ireland and Northern Ireland later this year. Record snowfall and rain have helped to loosen drought's grip on parts of the western U.S., even pushing it out altogether in California after consecutive dry years. National forecasters and climate experts detailed their spring outlook yesterday, warning some areas should expect more flooding as the snow begins to melt. Still, though, for a West that has struggled with long-term drought, all that moisture, not enough to make a noticeable dent in the nation's largest reservoirs on the Colorado River. And Microsoft users, they're going to infuse artificial intelligence tools into their suite of Office software, including Word, Excel, and Outlook emails. It's called Copilot. It's a processing engine that will allow you to do things like summarize long emails, draft stories in Word, and animate slides in PowerPoint. The new features are currently only available for a few enterprise customers and will roll out for more over the coming months. The tech giant will also add a feature called Business Chat. Yes, you guessed it. It resembles that popular Chat GPT that everybody's talking about. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way.
Hey, hi, this is Tom.
And this is Chick from the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, Christy, what's the best way to get full access to the show?
Hey, what? You introduced me.
That would be to become a Bob and Tom VIP.
Very good. Now, Josh, what's a feature of Bob and Tom VIP?
Wait a minute.
Well, the live 5-camera video stream of the show, plus a podcast of the show and comedy from the Bob and Tom archives.
Excellent. Chick, what do you have to say for yourself?
Become a Bob and Tom VIP now. Just go to bobandtom.com/VIP.
See, that was worth the wait, wasn't it?
Bob and Tom. You can pick your morning radio show, and you can pick your nose, but you can't wipe Bob and Tom on the couch.
And now an important message from your friends at Frigamall Orthopedic Laboratories.
Hi, Brenda. Ready to go jogging?
Sorry, Christy. I can't. Didn't you notice I'm limping?
What happened? Did you blow a knee out?
Well, my knees do hurt.
What do you mean?
Well, we were on our way home last night, and Bob started feeling romantic, so we pulled down a gravel road. And today, my knees are really killing me.
Girlfriend, I've got just the thing for you. They're called Attagirl knee pads.
With their soft, cushiony padding, you can say goodbye to sore and scraped knees. Attagirl knee pads fit right in your purse, so you can take them anywhere. Perfect for a Friday night date or that important job interview.
Hey, Brenda, how'd it go last night?
Well, my knees feel great. But, do the Attagirl people make lozenges?
You whore.
Attagirl knee pads. Order today, and you'll receive a free head helmet. You'll love wearing this stylish tabletop helmet with its flat, level surface, big enough to hold his beer, remote control, and a magazine.
Attagirl knee pads.
Protective goggles sold separately.
Hey, don't say we didn't warn you. There's laughter ahead.
You guys want to grab lunch?
We can't go anymore.
Holy
That's
cow.
a good day's work, everybody.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
And Jesus said, take this bread and eat it. It is my body. And the disciples said, Jesus, we're all on low-carb diet. We appreciate you dying for our sins, but we're all trying to slim down a little bit. We want to look good in the painting.
Hi, everybody. This is Mark Sweeney, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk. There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hello.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hi there.
Right there, right there. There's Ace Cosby.
Howdy.
There's Willie Griswold.
Good morning.
I'm Chick McGee. And here's Tom Griswold.
Johnny Cash is the man in black. Chick McGee's the man in orange. He's the Orange Insoles guy at the orangeinsoles.com sports desk. I bring this up because we want you to get your mind right and your body right and your feet right. Knees hurt. Maybe it's because of your bad insoles. But the point of this is Orange Insoles wants to know, is your bracket busted? If so, all is not lost. We've got a beautiful Yeti cooler that's at stake. Go to bobandtom.com/contest. See what you need to do to win. It's a king crab orange Yeti cooler right behind Mr. McGee. Oh, it's very nice. Also, the folks at Papa Shot have thrown in a custom Bob and Tom themed dual shot version of the Papa Shot for your house. This is the coolest. And you could win this baby. Once again, bobandtom.com/contest. Josh, you missed one of Mr. Godwin's new pizza songs.
Oh, from yesterday? Makeup from yesterday?
Yes, but so now, are you ready to do today's pizza song?
Yeah, Josh is involved. Big production.
Okay.
Let me get my part of that as well.
Let me get my lyrics.
And I should point out that Ace Cosby is eating
a lot going on here.
Pizza, breakfast, lunch, and dinner for the month of March. How's it going, Ace?
Enjoying it.
Okay. Well, what was your
pizza in name only?
What was your pizza this morning?
It was a Bowser.
A Bowser?
Oh, yeah, it must be an Asian pizza. Dog on it? Is that what you're talking about?
Well, it is a Chinese.
Really?
A dumpling.
What?
With pepperoni.
So it's dumplings on top of the pizza?
No, it's an actual dumpling.
Oh, it's a pizza dumpling.
Thinking yes.
Oh, very nice. And it's called the Bowser?
Mm-hmm. You never had Bow in a restaurant?
Bow, bow, bow.
Oh, Bow, B-A-O?
B-A-O,
Yeah.
You can't possibly
That's not really a pizza.
be counting this.
Well,
It's like
are.
It's like a round Hot Pocket.
So it's like a pizza Hot Pocket?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, okay, very good. Once again, I admire Ace's diversity.
Good
Don't worry, chick. For dinner tonight, pepperoni sausage mushroom.
Oh, nice. Very nice.
See, that's the first pizza he's had all month.
Okay. Now, is Josh doing his part in there?
Yeah, he's got to. This is a big production. Got a lot of
I had no
things
idea.
going on.
A lot of moving
Is he in
parts.
there? I can't tell.
A lot of moving parts.
Okay, all right. Well, we'll get to that in just a second. Why don't we finish off some sports
Well,
over there?
quickly, we have an email from Nathan. He's wants to remind people that number 13, Furman, completed a rally from 12 points down in the second half to hand fourth seed Virginia. Big upset, 68-67. Nathan went to Furman, and evidently the chant at Furman in Greenville, South Carolina for the Paladins is F-U one time, F-U two times, F-U three times, F-U all the time.
Furman University.
That's a Furman University.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much.
And he said, yes, Tom, I could not get in an Ivy League school, so I went to
I
Furman.
didn't say that. It's unbelievable. It doesn't matter where if you even went at all. The smartest people I know skipped it.
All right.
I was thinking about something.
Yeah.
What was that?
Well, you were talking about the Oscars and that stupid red carpet that this year wasn't even red. And
Yeah, it was champagne.
they walk up to the ladies. Who are you wearing?
Oh, they did it to the men, too.
It's still insulting and ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
Did they do that at the porno awards? Some woman walks up and
What are you not
there's
wearing?
there's some congealed thing in her face. Who are you wearing?
So there's a dried load. Is that what you're saying?
That's what he was going for.
Mine
yeah.
was kind of classy. What are you
Who are
not
you wearing? Oh, it's John C. Holmes.
It's a classic. Do you think someone collects those?
I hope not.
Come on.
Just asking, because they have those porno Oscars, right?
AVN Awards, yeah.
The AVN Awards, that's for birds and
Adult Video News.
Okay. Now, what else have you got in sports?
Michael Jordan, a pair of shoes that number 23 gave to a ball boy during the NBA Finals in the Last Dance season with the Bulls, could break a record when they go up for auction in April. Sotheby said Jordan wore the black and red Air Jordan 13s during the second half of Game 2. He wound up scoring 37 in the game at Salt Lake City as Chicago evened the series and eventually go on to win their last NBA championship. Following Game 2, Jordan took his sneakers off in the locker room, signed them, and gave them to the ball boy responsible for the visitors' locker room as a thank you for his services and hospitality. The ball boy had returned Jordan's lost jacket at a practice the day before and asked, "Can I get your kicks after the game tomorrow?" The sneakers are expected to sell for between $2 and $4 million.
That's awesome.
According to reports, the current record for the highest price of sneakers ever sold was Kanye's Air Yeezy 1 from 2008, which sold for $1.8 million in 2021.
Now, will they be worth a lot less now that he's...
I do not know. But this was when I think Kanye was with Nike. Kanye was with Nike for like 30 seconds, it seemed like, and then he went to Adidas. Yeah.
Okay.
There you go.
So I don't
Oh,
get
Josh
it.
is in there?
He's coming in now.
Okay.
We had to go over a couple.
Game worn.
Game worn.
So that's why they're so valuable?
Yeah, that's why they're so valuable.
Would his game worn Hanes underwear be valuable?
I would think.
Man.
He did commercials. Well,
Yes, he did.
He does those Hanes commercials.
Mm-hmm. Chick, if those were worn against the Jazz, Utah, is that the series that had the flu game then, the famous one?
You know, they went over that in The Last Dance, and it was the Jazz series. It wasn't the flu game. He ordered a pizza to his hotel room, and they were in Salt Lake City, obviously, and they knew who it was, and they don't come right out and say it, but he's almost certain that he had food poisoning.
Oh, yeah.
And kind of, sort of on purpose, I guess, to keep him out of the game. But that's when I forget how much he scored, but he had a hell of a game, the flu game.
Okay, now, are you guys ready for this? This is the new pizza song?
Yeah.
A pizza.
Throw a little slide whistle.
Come on, here we go.
Sugar packs. A pizza. Pop, 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 pop. Very nice, John. Chick. Tom on the sugar packs.
Yeah.
Well, we were like the
6
Leonard
hours of rehearsal.
Leonard Skinner of the triple flute attack.
Oh, that's a lot that went into that.
Thank you very much. Another tribute to Ace eating pizza. Thank you very much.
And that's sports.
It is?
Yes, indeed.
Well, coming up, by the way, the Ace Cosby joke of the day. We're certainly excited about that.
Is that right?
But right now, it's time for...
This is what you farted for.
Wherever you go, whatever you do, always be a good sport.
This really wasn't a world record, but it involves something that's the heaviest in the world.
All right.
A town in Wisconsin is trying to raise enough money to move the world's heaviest ball of twine. According to KMSP.
KMXP. You'd think we were a bicycle, but we're a TV station.
The 10-foot tall.
KMXP?
What? It's KMSP. I didn't want to.
Oh.
The 10-foot tall, 22-foot
Kiss
wide,
my
24,000-pound ball of twine,
Whoa.
created by James Frank Kotera, resides just a few miles outside of Highland.
If they really want to move it, they should get a giant cat.
You see, it's a ball of twine.
Hey, roll it wherever.
Wow, that is the most dumbest activity.
After Kotera passed away earlier this year.
Who?
Mr. Kotera, who made the ball of twine.
Oh.
Friends and neighbors started an effort to preserve his life's work. Since his property will eventually be sold, they're trying to raise enough money to move the ball of twine from his backyard to the town hall next to the transfer center.
Do you guys know the story behind this giant ball of twine?
No, what is
it's
it?
a hell of a yarn.
We missed you, Josh, until about 30 seconds ago.
So where do you go to get things started? That's right, GoFundMe. They are starting to raise money for the move. It'll cost about $10,000, and they've raised a little over $2,000.
Can't they just get a bulldozer and roll the thing?
I don't know. 24,000
pounds.
How big was it? I missed that.
It was.
Does it say?
It's 22 feet wide.
10 feet tall, 22 foot wide, 24,000 pounds.
So I'm checking this thing out. It's on
substantial.
a flat base, and it looks kind of like pumpkin shaped, but pumpkin the week after Halloween, where it's all kind of sinking to the bottom.
So it's not a wax.
The bottom is totally flat.
Does it look like it could be put on a flatbed truck?
It might be too wide at the base. You might have to put it on its side, and I'm not sure how it would stand.
See, they brought that singer in to do the tribute.
What singer?
I had the twine of my life.
And
What? How, did people just come over to this guy's house with their extra twine? Or did they just buy twine and add it to the...
I have no idea.
I don't know.
Didn't we talk to the guy who had the world's largest rubber band ball? Oh, no, largest paintball.
Paintball. He was
would
in
paint.
here.
Well, that when people go there and they get to paint.
Yeah,
They get to add a coat of paint.
So these things are always, I'm sorry, they're always kind of disappointing.
They had a documentary about this thing.
Oh, yeah?
Did they? Yeah, there was a person who was, there was a couple who, one was like, she was a florist, and the other just addicted to giving twine to this thing. Yeah. Days of Twine and Roses. Have you seen it?
You think? Is it too much of a stretch?
It seems like a reach. I don't know.
Oh, I'm very sore.
You should come in at late every Friday. I love this guy.
You're killing it.
Garbage. I'd like to see this thing.
I don't know. I mean, once you've seen it,
person or here?
Yeah, sure.
I'd like to see the
In fact, don't show me a picture. I'm waiting until I see it.
The largest things. I'd like to see the largest rocking chair and the box and all
But so this is what I like about this is right now there's a lot of controversy in our world about various monuments.
Oh, right.
In town squares, and you know, this one might be too controversial because it involves that, or this might involve has religious connotations, and people are getting up in arms. They're tearing down all these monuments. But a ball of twine, who's going to complain about that in the town square?
He started this in 1953.
Good God.
Does it say why?
Not really.
Did for a while the sign say, we got a pretty average ball of twine here?
Each August, a twine-a-thon held, and additional twine is added by residents of the community and visitors.
A twine-a-thon.
Twine.
Delilah. Okay, well, they're doing a GoFundMe just to move the thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's got to be single, right?
He's dead. He's single
great.
now.
There you go.
Before, when he was still alive and you wanted to add to the twine ball, you had to call and make an appointment in advance. But it says, if you didn't already make arrangements, try stopping at the Almost Done Inn, ask for Lottie and some twine.
Almost Done Inn is hilarious.
Ask for Lottie.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, well,
because you're mine, big ball of twine.
Do you think the area kids have added some things to the twine that he's not aware of?
Probably stuck something in there.
Well, no, I was
Like
thinking
tampon strings?
I was thinking of
okay, never mind.
No.
Ejaculate?
Right now.
Oh.
What's wrong with you today?
I don't know why I thought of that. I was actually troubled that I thought of that.
You missed it, Josh.
What did I miss, my friend?
Well, I was speculating because I forgot you're the expert on the porno, and
the only one willing to talk about it. Yes.
We were talking about the Oscars, and as the ladies walk in, instead of asking them about their art, they insultingly ask them about who are you wearing.
Yeah, it's real weird.
Yeah, but they also do that at the porno awards, I understand.
Oh, they do.
Yeah, a naked lady walks in. Who are you wearing? Oh, it's John C. Holmes.
Do you need a comb?
Right?
Do you need a rag? Clean that off.
I thought you were going to go, who aren't you wearing? But you went, I like who are you wearing better with
Christy went that way. He did not have time for
it.
That's what put load into my brain.
He flew right by it, man.
All right. Right now, let's change the subject completely. Coming up, we have a really interesting story about Mount Everest. And a more interesting story, I think, this is a fascinating story about a giant controversy in the world of Star Trek that is...
fascinating.
I think so. I think this is opening up a can of worms for every sci-fi, and you'll see.
Okay. Did we get our Jeff Oskey treat today?
Coming up, Mr. Jeff Oskey will be joining us with news we failed to mention
Thanks
right now.
for the warning.
Hey.
Right now, you got that thing going on right now. You're a couple months into the year, and your taste buds are calling you and going, "We're bored. We've had enough. Stop your cooking. You can't do it. Stop going to the same 4 restaurants."
You can't do it.
You just can't do it.
But you can, and HelloFresh is going to help you become a better cook and a much better client of your own cooking, because HelloFresh has a great new program out there. The delicious Dietitian Win recipes, by the way, those are under 700 calories, made with less sodium. Protein smart options like the one-pot pork and black bean chili, or the creamy Dijon dill chicken, each with 30 grams or more of protein. HelloFresh, more than 40 recipes every week to choose from. You don't just pick a recipe and make it. They do the shopping. They get you the ingredients. They do the measuring. You put them together sometimes in just 10 minutes, and you've got stuff that's going to make your taste buds go, thank you. Clean your plate good is what I like to call it. Every kind of food, from vegan over here all the way over to just good old-fashioned comfort food. Willie, what are you working on over there?
Check out the chicken stir-fry taco tacos with tangy slaw, green pepper, sriracha mayo, and crispy onions. HelloFresh sends you 10 ingredients in 4 easy steps using only 1 pan, and in only 20 minutes, you get these delicious, colorful tacos that you made at home with help from HelloFresh.
Sign up today, 60% off plus free shipping. Well, you don't hear about free shipping much anymore, but 60% off and free shipping with the code BTShow60. Why the 60? For that 60% off. HelloFresh.com/BTShow60. That's HelloFresh.com/BTShow60. Coming up, Star Trek fans, don't go away. It's a very controversial issue. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
You're so weird.
You have no idea. Essential Morning Radio. This is Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7.
And a very good morning to you on this Friday, March 17th. Jeff Oskey in the news we failed to mention on the way. And you are listening again to Bob and Tom 24/7.
I'm Chick McGee with your Bob and Tom Sports Update. Princeton used a late-game run to earn the school's first NCAA tournament win in 25 years, beating number 2 seed Arizona 59-55. The 15th-seeded Tigers scored the final 9 points, holding the Pac-12 tournament champions scoreless over the final 4:43 of the game. And number 13 seed Furman completed a rally from a 12-point second-half deficit to hand 4th-seeded Virginia another first-round exit, 68-67, making their first trip to the NCAA tournament in 43 years. The Paladins advanced to the second round in the South region. Other winners in top 25 college basketball NCAA tournament: number 1 Alabama, number 2 Houston, number 4 Kansas, number 5 Texas, number 7 UCLA, number 12 Duke, number 18, San Diego State, number 20, Tennessee, and number 23, Missouri all advance. And Penn State upsets number 17, Texas A&M, 76-59. NBA winners last night: Indiana, Phoenix, Denver, Toronto, Sacramento. And a full slate in the NHL last night. In regulation, Rangers, Florida, Colorado, Boston, Chicago, Edmonton, Calgary, Arizona, and Los Angeles all win. And Tampa Bay wins in a shootout. And the Kraken win in overtime, beating San Jose. I'm Chick McGee, and that's your Bob and Tom Sports Update.
Things you hear on the Bob and Tom Show.
Comedian Jeff Rothpan here in the studio with us.
When I was a kid, all these other kids got to go to the Barnum and Bailey Circus, and I remember begging my dad, please, I want to go. All the other kids are going. He said, no, we just can't afford it. Tickets are expensive. He ended up taking us to this Bob Circus. It was actually called, no, this is true.
Bob Circus.
Yeah, and it was in a mall parking lot. And what a difference. I remember the guy yelling, and now huge midgets. What the hell is that? Oh, yeah, there was just one after another. The bearded man. I think they actually had the talking mute. Hi! Man, what the hell is this?
How does he do it?
He's amazing. He's a mute, yet he speaks.
Good morning, sunshine. To the max, there's baloney in our socks.
Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7. 24/7.
We had a guy die there.
Oh, that's right. I know the story.
I've seen some bad shows, but
now this guy actually died. A comedian named Ron Douglas actually died.
He died stopped breathing. Died.
He stopped breathing. Died.
Did he die in the green room?
He died in the green room.
And everybody went home and didn't know that.
And Larry Reed was there, and I was there.
And you didn't know he was dead.
No, I thought he was sleeping.
So you left him there.
We left him.
So the second show. So you all went home.
We all went home. So he's dead on the couch.
So you get a call the next morning.
We get a call the next morning. And Larry answered the phone. We were both standing in the same condo. Larry answered. He just here. He beat me to the phone. He got there. And he says, "What? Who? Dead?" That's Larry Reed. Yeah. This is all I'm hearing. What? Who? Dead?
That could be the funniest thing I've ever heard in this room.
If you could do an impression of a guy with 3 words and nail it.
Who? Dead. And I've got this look on my face of Larry like, what? He hangs up the phone, looks right at me, and says, "Frickin' Ron's dead."
That's it.
That was it.
Hi, this is Dr. Will Miller, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7, which begs the question, why do you need Bob and Tom 24/7?
Comedian Jeff Foxworthy.
Well, I know what I was going to tell you guys.
What?
After all these years, I've found a few things that you can't talk about on stage, and surprise, NASCAR is one of them.
Really?
Because NASCAR fans start fighting with each other. Take a guess, who's the guy that starts the fights almost every night?
Jeff Gordon.
Jeff Gordon.
Mm-hmm.
But I figured out why a lot of NASCAR fans don't like him.
Why is that?
A lot of NASCAR fans don't like Jeff Gordon because Jeff Gordon enunciates, and there really ain't a place in NASCAR for that kind of stuff. Well, I tell you, we run pretty good all day long. We did develop a little bit of a push early in the race and brought her in, Booger Jackson Wedge in her. She run like a spotted butt ape after that. Had some real good pit stops, especially that splash and go air towards the end. Did get a little trouble in the middle of the race. Ricky puked the motor. I got this oil. I touched tail there on the backside. But for the most part, the Hardee's, Burger King, Taco Bell, Pizza Hut, Kentucky Fried Chicken, Chevrolet, she just awesome.
Are the stars out tonight? I don't care if it's cloudy or bright, 'cause I'm blind.
You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Essential Morning Radio. This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello, Chick.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, Chick.
He's a performer.
Oh, yeah.
He did the new Gardner Minshew song, Josh. You missed that.
Oh, a new one.
It was good, too.
It was
a
something.
good one.
I look forward to hearing it another time.
Let's not get carried away.
It was a one-time only thing.
Okay, I look forward to looking it up on YouTube later today.
Ace giving you the business, Pat.
Yeah, I heard that.
Yeah.
After all the pizza songs you've done for him.
Yeah.
I know.
There's Ace Cosby. There's Willie Griswold.
They're not for Ace. They're for my dad, right? Let's be honest.
Chick McGee. And here's his dad.
I think they're for the world.
Tom Griswold.
Thank you very much. A couple things coming up. First off, if your bracket is busted,
Yeah.
and you're saying, "Oh, I want to win $1 million," how about this? Something else you could win: a Papa Shot. Are you kidding me? How great would that be at your house? A dual Papa Shot, no less.
That means two.
It's the famous dual shot version of the Papa Shot. That you can have this for your living room. Or
Who wouldn't
maybe,
want that?
Maybe for your basement. If you've got some killjoy wife. We can't have a Papa Shot in the living room. Why not?
I bet there's some wives that would love to have it in their living room.
Sure,
and their
there you go,
husbands
baby.
No, honey.
How do you win that? You go to bobandtom.com/contest. Our friends at Orange Insoles have stepped up with the King Crab Orange Yeti Cooler.
That thing's amazing.
Mm-hmm. That thing is...
it may not make it to the winner.
That's what I said. I'm going to steal it first, my guy.
Also coming up, we got some interesting shows that are happening out there tonight. It's Donnie Baker at the Alley on Main in Paintsville, Kentucky.
All right.
That'll be the best St. Patrick's Day party out there, I can tell you that right now. Also, we've got Willie G with a special show Friday and Saturday. That's the 24th and 25th of March at the the Comedy Bar in Dubuque.
Yep. First headlining shows. Grab some tickets. The link in my Instagram bio. It's at willie.griswold.
Now, Tom, you're going to have to go to that, right? It's his first headlining gig. Are you going to surprise him?
Maybe.
It could be in Broderable, and he wouldn't be there.
No,
that's
the
last
one. I just went to your last gig like a month ago. Let's see now.
Is that the wine place where he couldn't find a seat and there was a problem?
Not at all. We have Josh Arnold in Dubuque at the Diamond Joe Casino Saturday, April 1st.
Now, that's his first headlining gig, Tom. You need to go see Josh.
No, it will just seem like it.
Oh.
Now, the other one that's
shaking
really
the rust off.
Saginaw, Michigan is going to be the home on the night of Friday, March 31st. It'll be Patty G, Kostaki Economopoulos, and Josh.
Yes.
At the Dow Event Center. That'll be a great show. Speaking of Michigan.
Son of a gun. Michigan again.
This is from Kalamazoo, Michigan.
Oh, I got a gal there.
Oh, you do?
Mm-hmm.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I got a gal.
Ben is on top of everything. We were talking about the
49 other
Paladins of Furman, and we were playing a little bit of Paladin for you.
For hire, he's the calling way.
the TV show Paladin, starring Richard Boone.
The show is called Have Gun Will Travel.
Yeah, whatever.
What I thought.
He's Paladin, though, right?
Yes.
And he's got the card with the... Yeah, Have Gun Will Travel.
Yeah.
When I was a little boy, I thought it was Half Gun Will Travel.
Oh, that's not very...
That's kind of a drag. I shoot this thing, but it's missing half of the actual apparatus required to...
You had to set some sort of record as being the stupidest little boy.
Oh, absolutely. Ben is not stupid. He's kind enough to say that in the movie... you should know this, Josh. Apparently, movie lovers... obscure Paladin trivia. In the movie Stand By Me, the four boys are walking on the train tracks singing the theme to Have Gun Will Travel.
All
Is
right.
that what they're singing?
I know they sing a lot of... They sing Lollipop and they sing... Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know
my
that.
favorite movie where kids smoke cigarettes. Absolutely my favorite movie where 12-year-olds smoke.
And isn't there a joke about one of them having a huge hog? The biggest in 3 counties.
The fat one has a little one, doesn't he?
Yeah, I think so.
O'Connell, whichever one that is.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we're going to get back to the news. We've got Christy Lee at the Bob and Tom News desk.
I have a quick email, if that's okay.
Sure.
My cat got out this morning, did find her. Everything's fine. Her name is Gravy. Well, Derek writes in, I hope Gravy is spayed, or else you may have some new pussycats and a classic tribute from Tom Jones.
Is she spayed?
Just got new pussycats. Whoa.
Josh got new pussy.
At least I think that's how it goes. I can't remember.
Is Gravy a she?
Please.
Gravy is a she.
Is she spayed?
Yes, she is.
Oh.
And then Gravy's sister, is it sister or brother?
Sister, yeah.
Is Biscuits.
Biscuit and Gravy are girls, yeah.
Six.
Is it Biscuit or Biscuits?
Biscuit.
Biscuit,
Singular,
okay,
yeah.
Okay, very good.
Dear Bob and Tom, my name's Pat. I live near Greenville, South Carolina, where Furman University is located. By the way, beautiful campus located in the foothills of the Blue Ridge Mountains.
Oh, that is beautiful.
As another writer pointed out, yes, we're very proud of their initials, FU. You should also know that Greenville has notable school, Bob Jones University.
Oh.
BJU.
That's right. We have FU and BJU. Huh? They're right there in Greenville, South Carolina.
Yeah, it reminds me, a friend of mine was doing some work on Marshall Falk's house.
Sure.
And he wanted to have one of those driveway gates put in. And when it would close, the gold initials in big letters right there.
Yeah, for Marshall Falk.
MF.
Yeah.
Right there on the old gateway.
Beautiful.
Okay, welcoming, isn't it? Okay. Once again, Christy Lee, have we missed anything in the news?
Star Trek fans are divided in their opinion about the inclusion of profanity in the new Picard series.
You're kidding me.
After Captain Jean-Luc Picard dropping the F-bomb in a recent episode, some fans voiced their disapproval online.
I'm one of them.
Yeah, I get this.
Really?
Yes.
John Orchiola wrote for the website Screen Rant, quote, part of Star Trek's appeal is the articulate way characters speak. Resorting to gutter language feels like a step backward since Star Trek's characters are meant to be better than this. The backlash to the backlash then followed. Terry Matalas, the showrunner for Star Trek Picard this season, said the F word from Picard was not scripted, but was a choice by the actor, Patrick Stewart, in the moment.
I chose to curse out loud.
Yeah, he said the result was so real.
I know.
Wait a minute. See, that's what bugs me.
I know all of the curse words.
The result was so real.
Oh.
It's in outer space. The whole thing's made up.
I think they mean the result was potentially true to the character, but
maybe
it's on paper. It's I don't know the context. I haven't watched the show.
Right.
So is it okay for you then if Mary Poppins? All right, kid, take the effing medicine.
No.
I'd watch it.
Maybe Mary Poppins is show her boobs, right?
Yeah,
She did that one time?
Yes, she did.
I see both sides of this, but
By the way, thank you for asking me what my favorite role was.
Oh, wow, Sir Patrick Stewart, what is your favorite role?
Of course, I was in the Wolverine movie. It was called Logan.
Oh, yes.
That's where we traveled across the country.
Yeah.
Hugh Jackman and I, amazing actor.
Were you in a wheelchair in that?
Yes, he had to help me in and out of the car. And here's a scene, actually.
Okay. Well, who's going to be Hugh Jackman?
Josh, will you play Mr. Jackman?
Happy to.
Say here's a line. Oh, Logan.
What is it now, X?
I have to boom boom.
Oh, jeez. You just went 2 hours ago.
I'm sorry.
I knew pad thai was a bad idea.
I have a very active cold.
Oh, this is awful. Wait
All
until I
right.
get your pants.
You better hurry.
Make it so.
I mean, I don't know. What do you think about this, Christy? Do you think it's okay for Picard to curse? There's kids watching.
I'm not a real fan of the show.
Among the amazing things they did on Battlestar Galactica, the new one, they came up with their own curse word. I'm very excited. They say frack. Because in the future they would, so it would become a whole new thing.
Greta Thunberg says that is a curse word.
Yeah, she does.
Fracking, you fracking idiot, stuff like that. Yeah.
It seems out of character.
I agree.
But I'd have to know what the context.
I mean, I suppose if you were heading for a black hole, you're all going to die. Would you go, oh, fudge?
I think I would do what Picard did.
Yeah, I think so.
But you know what? Who knows the character better than Patrick Stewart?
Exactly.
So
yeah, but
I have a question for you, Mr. Griswold. Have you ever hit your thumb with a hammer? You'll say it. No
I
matter
think
where
we've
you
lost
are.
Chick this morning.
I like this guy over there.
I think it could be cool. The beam's not working. Beam me up, Scotty. Beam me up. Beam me up, Scotty.
And Scotty would also have. He would have cussed for
Scotty
sure.
would have been the one. Absolutely.
I'm giving her all she's got.
I mean, but like I said,
Careful,
where does this end? Is Mary Poppins going to doff her top to? Well, I don't see the
I
difference.
hope so. It'd be Mary
Wait a
Poppins with an apostrophe S, wouldn't it?
You don't see the difference.
Mary's a poppin'.
You don't see the difference
Why haven't
between
they
dropping
made,
a curse word or two and showing someone's breasts.
No.
They haven't made an adult Mary Poppins?
Cherry Poppins?
Where the father?
No, probably, sadly.
Good work,
Did you
Patty.
say Cherry Poppins?
Yeah. Just
Okay.
a spoonful of semen.
Boy.
He's doing his thing.
Are you guys happy now?
I'll drive you home, Mary.
Are you happy?
See, I can see both sides of this, but I don't know. It just doesn't seem right.
I never understood that in all those movies where the husband has to drive the babysitter home. Why doesn't the wife do that?
Well, she's now that the kids are back in her stead. She's
because
where
She's the
she
mother.
should
She's
be.
got to take care of the kids.
What does this have to do with Star Trek? I lost the train of thought here.
None of your business.
Okay.
Get ready for
Have you seen any Star Trek films or anything, Tom? Did you used to watch the show?
I've seen a couple of them. Yeah.
Really?
Pretty great.
So they're just a heartbeat away from the superhero movies. I think you need to try a superhero movie. Watch the first Iron Man with.
You can watch Shazam's out this weekend.
Watch Iron Man with RDJ, the first one. See what you think.
I don't know.
You may actually like that one. It's fairly grounded.
What was the one that was comedic?
Ant-Man?
Thor.
Rag and Duke or
Thor's the
something?
best.
Thor Ragnarok is pretty funny.
The first one, yeah. Thanks to
Taika Waititi.
Taika Waititi, who? Taika Waititi is a New Zealand director, producer, actor.
You'd recognize
Oh,
him.
yeah, he was on the itty bitty city committee.
That's right.
What?
Yes.
No.
When it
Jojo
became
Rabbit.
helping plan.
He wrote What We Do in the
East End of London.
Shadows with Jermaine, whatever the hell his name was.
Greer.
Oh, yeah.
He goes down. See, Shazam, because it's lighthearted and there's humor in it. And one of the female leads played Maria in the latest West Side Story. So.
Oh, that might be worth seeing then. No, I'm just not a superhero guy movie. Sorry. Not my thing. Don't like them.
Thor's the best.
I've
Thor's
kind of
real
lost
good.
track. I watched WandaVision. I was trying to get up to speed, and I'm lost again.
Yeah, I'm
WandaVision, is that still on?
I went to see Doctor Strange, and I was like, "What the hell's going on?"
Yeah.
I lost everything.
Now, do they curse in those movies?
No. Not that. No, I'm sure they don't. No.
Because kids go.
They'll
see
say
that.
damn and hell and stuff.
Yeah.
Maybe even the S word.
Yeah.
'Cause there's
Maybe the F word every
There's a
now.
joke where Captain America says language to somebody. I forget what the person says.
Oh, they say MFer every now and then.
No, they don't.
Well, in Deadpool, they do a lot.
Oh, yeah,
Deadpool's a different.
Deadpool's filthy.
He's coming into the MCU, though, so we'll see how they treat that.
You know who's in Deadpool you'd like? Leslie Uggams. Remember
Is she
Leslie
really?
the 60s, 70s
Yeah.
TV dancer host?
Wasn't she on Laugh-In or
The
something?
Leslie Uggams show
Oh, yeah.
on CBS. You remember this?
Lola Falana in it?
I don't think she's still with us. Is she?
No.
Oh, is she checked out?
I don't know. I'm making that up. Totally.
But I mean, this cursing in Star Trek is kind of like, would it be okay if they were cursing in the WWE?
Yeah, exactly. There's something. It's kind of fun not to.
Yeah, I don't know. I can see why people are upset about it. I don't know.
Can you smell what the Rock is? Oh, sorry, can't say that.
Yeah, that seems.
Well, you can't say you're not going to watch these movies and then weigh in with an opinion.
That's what I just said.
All right.
It's not my thing.
Well, he repeated my Mary Poppins, so I thought I'd pay him back.
Okay, sorry.
Coming up, would you share your food? Or do you like to share your food?
Sure.
We'll talk about sharing food.
Like a
Joey
restaurant?
doesn't share food.
Do you like haunted houses? We have a haunted house.
I love real and the fake.
Hate haunted
For
houses.
weirdos.
You hate haunted houses.
I don't disagree.
If you see me at a haunted house, it's a hostage situation.
I don't mean a haunted house like that they make up at Halloween. I mean a house that's really haunted.
Oh, no.
Yes. Oh, I wouldn't mind that. Yeah.
Oh.
I think
All right.
Right now, I want to remind you.
Let me tell you about Orange Insoles, Tom.
That's what I was going to say. Chuck Boogie's sitting at the orangeinsoles.com sports desk. We've got, by the way, this beautiful Yeti cooler at stake. BobandTom.com/contest. Tell me more, Chick.
There's a picture of the Yeti cooler up on the Chick McGee Instagram. It's gorgeous. If you have a job that requires you to stand all day and you can't understand why you have hip pain and back pain and neck pain, well, it could be your shoes. That's why you need orangeinsoles.com. If your body isn't aligned, it may experience more fatigue or injuries from your feet to your back. What happens if a house is built on poor foundation? See?
You don't build a house on Jell-O, ladies and gentlemen.
Those soft, thin gel insoles, they're laughable. Orange insoles can reduce hip pain, foot pain, lower back pain by providing that deep heel cup, maintaining proper weight distribution and body alignment. Check out orangeinsoles.com for whatever shoes you find yourself in. Work boots, tennis shoes, cowboy boots, even dress shoes. Plus, Orange Insoles offer a 60-day we want you to be happy guarantee. Head on over to orangeinsoles.com for free shipping. And right now, sign up for text messages with Orange Insoles and you'll receive an additional savings code. That's orangeinsoles.com. Proper support in your shoes and start feeling better. That's orangeinsoles.com. Proud supporters of the Bob and Tom Show.
That's right. I'm a big fan, and we've got this really cool cooler, and you could be the winner. BobandTom.com/contest. Check it out. OrangeInsoles.com is where you'll find out all the information you need about getting your mind right and getting your body right. Also, we mentioned when we come back an interesting story. I don't know if you heard about this last week, but a couple of guys from a country that doesn't exist got into this thing at the UN.
Yes.
Did you see that?
What? Yeah.
Well,
I love when stuff like this.
The country that doesn't exist is back in the news today. They've scammed an entire major American city. We'll find out about that, too. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Got something to say? Send us an email. BobandTom@BobandTom.
There's a monkey here riding a dog.
Yes, there is.
Hi. And the monkey's name is...
Where's the camera?
Dawn? Okay, Dawn the monkey.
Dawn the monkey and Dan the dog, right?
And the dog's name is Dan.
Dan.
Mm-hmm. And the doggy has a little saddle.
Oh, look at that.
And the monkey's riding around our studio.
At first glance, it doesn't appear as though the monkey has any control over where the dog goes.
Quite clear. Is the monkey steering?
I don't think the monkey is steering.
He's got reins.
He does have reins.
Can I put my hand out? Will the monkey bite my finger? Or
don't dare spit in my pop, monkey.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
look at that little guy.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, my God. She's drinking from James's glass.
James, I hope that's not a Jaeger bomb, James.
No, this is a white Russian, right?
Oh, okay.
I don't care who you are. That's fracking the door.
She wants the chocolate. He had hot chocolate. She's trying to get the chocolate.
Oh, that's delicious.
Oh, yeah.
Go ahead.
I told you anything sweet,
cool.
she'll like anything sweet.
Thank you for clarifying.
That really, she likes that.
Did you see that?
And you want me to tell you something? This has never been done. I've never, ever turned her loose. I mean, I've always...
Mess.
Oh, you know
the first time I've ever turned her loose.
Because she has the strength of 10
Well, it's not that. You know, I just a little, she's relaxed and...
We can tell.
You know...
Yeah. Did you see what
in a
she
minute,
did,
she's
though?
going to be drunk.
Did you see what she did? She stuck her head in there, couldn't get the chocolate. Now she's using her hand to get down to the bottom
Dipping
of
it out.
and licking her hand out.
Yeah.
She's no idiot.
Well, thanks for asking.
James, do you have a smoke? She might want one of those now.
Yeah, we'll need smoke, definitely.
As if this could get any better. If the monkey would smoke a cigarette.
Light one up.
Wow. Do they have a pre, how would I word this
Race,
delicately?
performance?
If they're going to... if they're going to defecate, do you know, or do they just like let it rip?
Yeah, and they come over and ring a bell and. Because
I got squelched about her playing with herself. On defecation, how does that work?
How does that work? Okay.
I think she's going back over to see Chris.
Might have to go.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Please leave a monkey turd over there.
If you could you please defecate on his keyboard? That would top the show. What, sweetie?
Just a little one.
Just a little baby rabbit.
Have you got food over there, Tom?
Would you like? No, I've got iced tea.
Oh yeah. Well,
hi, how are you, sweetie? You are just the cutest little thing. Don't walk on my. Oop, that.
We do have a banana if we want to bring it in.
Just went off. Oh God.
Bring a banana in. See if she'll eat it.
Oh yeah, she'll eat a banana.
She'll eat a banana. She'll eat the hell out of a banana.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
She's like a monkey on a football.
Ready, Christy Lee with your Bob and Tom Entertainment News Update. Def Leppard have recorded their hits with the Royal Philharmonic Orchestra for an album they're calling Drastic Symphonies. The new version of Animal has already been released digitally. The full Drastic Symphonies album will be out May 16th. Adam Brody says he didn't work out all that much to prepare for his role in Shazam! Fury of the Gods. He said he does more flying than fighting, and he was moved around more like a marionette in a harness. And the costumes, well, they made him look good. He says the suits had built-in muscles. Shazam! Fury of the Gods opens in theaters today. And here's something I didn't know until this morning. The Boston Strangler, we've all heard about that. But did you know there were two women journalists who broke that story? Yeah, Carrie Coon and Keira Knightley are playing the two real-life reporters in a new film called Boston Strangler. Coon says she had heard of the killer but was shocked to learn that the two women behind breaking the story were completely erased from the narrative. Well, you can find out more. Boston Strangler is out today on Hulu. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
I've got a couple thoughts on this.
Ace Cosby, here he is with his joke of the day.
Josh, you were talking about your old days, and used to be you go to the grocery store, and for $20 you can walk out there with groceries for a month. Can't do it now. Too many cameras.
He's right. Far too many cameras.
Wow, that was right on point, too.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Bob and Tom. They put the F in professional.
Friday, 8 p.m.
Hi, excuse me. I'm having a dinner party and I've run out of coffee. Might I borrow some?
Sure.
Here you go.
A few minutes later.
Excuse me. Could I trouble you again for some more coffee?
I just gave you some 10 minutes ago.
I know, but my guests are really big coffee drinkers.
Okay, here you go.
Thanks. Do you mind if I ask you a question?
What?
Do you live here alone?
Yeah, why?
Shortly thereafter.
You again?
I need more coffee.
It's impossible.
Okay, but it is possible that you want me.
No. Good night.
2 minutes after that.
Go away.
Stalker's Choice Coffee. The coffee is so good, he'll come back again and again and again.
More coffee. More coffee.
Go away.
Some coffee.
I'm going to call the police.
You want it so bad.
I'm calling 911.
You want it so bad.
Stalker's Choice Coffee. Share some with a neighbor. Stalker's Choice. It's what obsessive-compulsive relationships are made of.
Hi, this is comedian Rob Haney, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Morning Bob and Tom Show.
Good morning. How you guys doing?
Fine. We're a little stunned, but we're okay.
I got one for you. I was telling him when I was in a service in Germany, I hooked up with another service member, and she said, choke me, you dirty bastard, I'm going to go like a freight train.
Wait a minute, hold on.
Write that down, chick.
Choke me, you dirty bastard.
I'm going to go like a freight train.
All right. I like the looks of that. Yes, I like that very much.
Oh, my.
Yeah, she was kind of weird. She used to like me to choke her with that rubber surgical tubing.
That takes a little work, doesn't it?
Yeah.
That takes a little work.
Yeah.
Now, I think that's probably to stop her from farting, Tom.
Bob and Tom. 24/7. Oh, yeah.
And I'm thinking of you, Dave. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Howdy, chick.
Howdy do. There's Pat Godwin.
Hello.
Hey, man, we get a song from Pat this time out?
An Irish song or something.
An Irish, yeah. One of those drinking songs.
St. Patty's Day.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hello there.
There's Ace Cosby. Hey. Willie Griswold here.
Hey, man.
Resplendent in green.
Thank you very much.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Thank you very much, Chickster. Chicks, of course,
Yes,
at
sir.
the orangeinsoles.com sports desk. Get your mind right, get your body right, get your orange insoles in there. Also, win yourself that beautiful King Crab Orange Yeti cooler. I know your bracket's busted already. Sure it is, but bobandtom.com/contest, you could win that beautiful cooler or that incredible Papa Shot for your living room. That's right. It's the dual Papa Shot. How much fun would that be to have in your house? Okay,
Get one
maybe
of
it'll go in the
those.
basement. I don't know.
A Papa Shot, one of those shuffle pucks.
Family room, maybe.
What do you call those? Shuffle puck?
I love those.
Those are nice.
A friend of mine has one of those in his basement.
Is that the air thing?
No,
That's
it's
fun.
the
With
salt.
the sand.
The salt.
Oh, yeah. You know
what's
somebody
fun?
has one of those in their basement?
Yeah, it's cool.
Fun with
rich.
a Papa Shot, you have a couple beers, right? And then you're playing with your buddy, and
Right.
you end with a slam dunk. You break the Papa Shot,
Yes.
the lining rips, you ruin the party. Everybody hates it.
Yeah, don't slam dunk. Yeah,
Not the one we're giving away, though. It's indestructible.
Yeah, there you go. Thank you very much. Nice save.
Uh-huh.
I'm still upset about this Star Trek thing.
Now what?
You don't even like Star Trek.
It doesn't matter. I'm allowed to have an opinion about something I don't care about.
You guess it every day. Where have you been?
I guess you are, but
If you
why
listen to this
would
show.
you? Why would you?
I guess you can have an opinion. I just don't understand why you're so passionate about your opinion.
Again, there are people who are upset because on Star Trek, whatever his name is, Captain Queeg.
Captain Picard.
Sorry, wrong episode.
That would be Sea Trek.
He curses. I just don't think it's right. I mean, would it be okay if Mr. Spock, instead of it takes the Vulcan sign and then decides to drop these two fingers and this one just flips somebody off?
Oh, or do the Vulcan sign and then put his tongue between it?
Yeah. Did the old Melissa Etheridge gargle move?
Oh, boy.
He'll tell Captain Kirk,
I've never seen Melissa Etheridge do that.
I was and always will be your MF friend.
Yes.
I just don't think it's... Like again, it would be like in a WWE match. They started cursing. It's just,
There's something fun about them not being in.
I don't know.
But if they did a cursing pay-per-view, I bet you they would sell so many, man. I guarantee you people want to see it.
But, a lot of 8-year-olds watch wrestling.
Yeah.
It's true.
I don't know.
Oh, well. Anyway.
I guess they also go to public school.
We have...
Remember when you were a kid and your teacher cusses? That's the best day of the year. That's such a fun day.
I can't imagine that happening now.
Very uncomfortable when you see your teacher other than the school.
Yeah, that's freaks you out.
Freaked me out, man.
See the teacher at the mall with her kids.
And then when I graduated and I went out, I saw her later. Please call me Joyce. I'm like, no,
Nope.
no, I can't do that.
You're still Mrs. McGillicuddy,
That's
even
exactly
though...
right. Yeah, not going to do
You're
it.
90.
Yeah.
Okay.
90.
Christy Lee is at the Bob and Tom news desk. Have we missed anything?
Well, I think we have a sports update here. Hang on a second. As soon as I find the news.
Sports Extra.
Giselle Bundchen reportedly has a new boyfriend.
So
Whoa.
what? Leave her alone.
And it's someone close to Tom Brady.
Oh.
Dun, 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 dun. According to the Daily Mail,
Bundchen,
or as they call her here, Jizzy, is dating billionaire Jeffrey Soffer, who happens to be a friend of Brady and was once married to supermodel Elle Macpherson.
Well, he has a type.
Wow. Oh, he's
of course, that's Spanish for the McPherson. Just to make that clear.
Excuse me, is that Elle Macpherson? The Daily Mail went on to squash rumors that Bundchen had been dating her Brazilian jiu-jitsu instructor.
Squash?
Squash.
Do they mean squash?
It means quash. It says squash, but doesn't it mean quash? Joaquim Valente.
Anyone writing about this probably isn't very good.
Right.
Her jiu-jitsu instructor, Joaquim Valente.
I don't care what religion this guy is.
Apparently, Giselle has been seeing Soffer for months, and they've been trying to keep it secret to avoid the press.
A little bit softer now. A little bit softer now.
A little bit.
Why is this? You thought it was? You could interrupt the show with
You
this?
didn't do the radish story, which he's upset about. Why didn't you do the radish story?
What radish? I didn't have the radish story.
I gave you a radish story.
I had the radish story. You had the radish story yesterday, or
No,
did
the world's largest radish. It was a
I have
world
it today?
record. Yeah.
Where was I? The 55-year-old Soffer is a developer, hotelier. I always wanted to be a hotelier.
It's a great thing. Hotelier.
Owns luxury properties in South Florida, including Miami's Fontainebleau Hotel.
Oh, that's very nice. Very nice. You've been there, Pat.
Oh, yeah.
That's where they.
I've been
Am I
there.
correct in saying, in Goldfinger, isn't that where they are?
I think so.
He's looking down from the balcony. And
Yeah, the guy. What's his name is up on the balcony with a. He's got someone with a telescope looking at the cards, and he's got an earpiece in. And
right.
Yeah, it has been there a long time. There's Sinatra pictures in that big long hallway, and
Very famous.
In any event,
that's a little involved.
Yeah, Whitney Houston was it?
In other news, so Giselle Bundchen is dating a guy, Tom Brady, having sex with whoever he wants to on the planet.
And sometimes his love lasts as long as they leave the room and get on the elevator.
Having the time of his life.
I do have your radish story, Tom.
That's okay.
As soon as I find the proper introductory music. Oh, no, that's Hailton.
Records.
Sorry, my
Radish is bacon.
Stupid world record.
Now, Pat's the radish guy.
Love them.
You love radishes.
Got a bag in my fridge right now.
And you.
Do you ever put them in the air fryer? They're so good.
No.
So you go to the grocery store and you see the radishes that have been growing in dirt, and you take one and pop it in your mouth.
Yeah, make sure it's all spritzed off.
That's exactly right.
Pop
Make
it
sure
in my mouth
How do you
discreetly.
spritz it off at the grocery?
He doesn't.
You know the misters?
That mister.
He's lying.
You got to stand there every half hour and wait for the
It's
mister.
already clean. It's already been
No,
sprayed.
they're filthy.
Not to me.
This is why you're sick all the time.
I'm Irish. We don't care.
No, you're sick. I think
We put worse things
you're
in our
constantly sick. It's because you're eating E. coli
No,
and
actually, that would probably make
DDT
it-
off of
That's
those
why my
radishes.
back went bad.
Actually, that would probably make him healthier if he's eating dirt.
Okay.
We'll have the radish story when we come back.
Ah,
Come back with it?
I don't know. It
Intrigued?
already seems to be causing a lot of trouble.
I can't wait.
Got a haunted house. We got Mount Everest in the news. We got naked people on the beaches in Florida, ladies and gentlemen.
Tom, don't kiss Pat tomorrow morning or Monday morning.
Okay. And we've got more
radish.
news about that Indian guru that started a fictional country and actually got into the UN. This is great stuff. It sounds like something from a Peter Sellers movie.
Genuine Indian guru. He's teaching us a better way.
When we come back, this is the Bob and Tom Show.
Got a comment? Our email is bobandtom@bobandtom.com. More Bob and Tom next. State law.
Oh, how I do get sentimental about me carefree days as a lad. We never had toys that were store-bought. We would improvise with things that we had. We made forts out of cardboard boxes. Yardsticks were swords or were spears. But of all these things, none gave the hours of fun like me mother's gigantic brassiere. Oh, me mother's, oh, me mother's, me mother's gigantic brassiere. It was of the finest label, canvas, lace, and stainless cable. Me mother's gigantic brassiere. Yeah! Oh, I leapt from the roof of the garage, though I was but 6 or 7 years. Oh, I would have broke me back, but I clung fast to the straps of me mother's gigantic brassiere. Oh, me mother's, oh, me mother's, me mother's gigantic brassiere. Wing nuts, cleats, and spoiler, brass grommets, and cup holder on me mother's gigantic brassiere. We tied the bra between 2 trees. The neighbor boys, they did declare. We ended the attack with 6 pumpkins and 2 cats flung from me mother's gigantic brassiere. Oh, me mothers, me mother's gigantic brassiere. Delicate flower appliques, 8-track tape and safety chains on me mother's gigantic brassiere. One time we used it to slow down our dragster or parasail behind our boat. Then there was the time it was used to airlift an injured skier off a treacherous mountain slope. But most I think of my father's pride when wash day it was done, as he hoisted it up the telephone pole to billow in the sun. Oh, me mothers, me mother's gigantic brassiere, with an awning and screen door, could sleep 2 family of 4. It's me mother's gigantic brassiere. Oh, me mothers, me mother's gigantic brassiere. Reinforced hydraulic winch, reflective tape, and 3-point hitch on me mother's gigantic brassiere.
wound up crashing. The Bell 429 helicopter ended up laying on its side with its rotor sheared off and the tail boom cracked. No injuries reported. Authorities say the thief took off and no arrests have been made, but the FBI has now joined that investigation. That's a look at things you may have missed. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Hey, man, it's Donnie Baker. And the fact remains there's nothing better than being a VIP. And I don't mean like his dudes on Pervert Rabbit Xanadu's. I'm talking about a Bob and Tom VIP. Best thing, you'll never miss another minute of the show. I swear to God. You can hear the show here in the morning, and then because you're a Bob and Tom VIP, you'll get the podcast of the entire show, a 12-month library of podcasts, hundreds of Bob and Tom comedy tapes, and a 60-day video archive of the show. Bob and Tom VIP. You have to get it. It's state law.
Good morning, sunshine.
Bob and Tom 24/7, 24/7, 24/7.
Now, have you ever done a cop convention or anything?
I just did one last night.
Did you really?
Yeah, you know, and they're fun because they understand stuff that I'm talking about, you know. I always say
unlike the normal audience.
Yeah, the biggest misconception people have about police is that we really care. Because don't. If you see a wreck and you can make a U-turn, you're going to do it.
Sometimes you just get stuck.
Oh, you know, you just don't want to hear it. It's always the same thing.
I don't want to hear it.
That's true. Every time you make a traffic stop, I ain't out catching real criminals. Well, I'll tell you the truth, lady, I'm not that good at this job. I'm trying to figure out a way to get disability without actually hurting myself. See, I was a smart aleck.
Didn't take it all that serious.
Oh, yeah.
Did you?
Oh, heck no. People would make U-turns on the expressway. I'd pull up behind them and go over my microphone and go, you know, because it says authorized vehicles only. I'd pull up behind them and go over my microphone and go, I authorize you. I don't care. You can't be subpoenaed if your name's not on anything. That's the way I always felt about it.
Hi, this is Bob and Tom 24/7. My name is Jim Gaffigan. I have to go and, well, I just had a so you know where I'm going.
Thanks for joining us. With us in the studio, comedian Billy Gardell. Now, for many of the comedians who visit, all you have to do is tell them that there's porno there, and suddenly they
What? I can't. I'm married. I can't even have it in the house. She'll find it.
It's every time I walk in the house and I'm doing something wrong, I hear that music from Law and Order. It's like gong gong. I didn't do nothing. I'm so scared of her. I'm just scared of her.
1:27 p.m. The Gardell household.
Dong dong. She's Southern, so she'll slip a sandwich in front of me, Dad. And then I did it. What? Wait a minute.
Hey, guy, it's Kid Tarmac. This is Bob and Tom.
As quarterback.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee over there at the news desk.
Hi, Chick.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hello, Chick.
There's Josh Arnold.
Chick.
But it seemed like a quick show today, didn't it?
Yeah. I hate missing work, but things happen.
Willie and I got we had that nailed down one. Come in at 7. That's a really nice shift.
You ever just not come in at all? Oof.
Oh, that's true.
Oh, my God.
I love being here, Mr. Griswold. I'll come in earlier if you like.
Thank you very much.
Dirty look.
Ace Cosby?
I beat Tom here today.
Again, I explained I had
an issue.
Explosive dog diarrhea issue.
Yeah, he had a worse morning than me for sure.
Cleaning up.
His life is a competition.
I used to pick on you because I never had a dog that chewed before, and I never had a dog that was ornery. But she's sweet. But man, if it's on the floor, it's hers, and she chews it.
How old is she?
She'll turn a year in May.
She'll outgrow that.
Well,
this is a complicated issue. No need to discuss it here.
She'll outgrow
2 sets of rubber gloves.
Or else.
This morning.
Really?
Oh, yeah. There was a lot going on.
Yikes. Do you ever pick it up in rubber gloves and cup it?
No.
Oh,
could we?
Like you're picking up etouffee?
I did not.
Can I have more?
Is that a crawfish?
I don't know what's happening here. I want to mention a couple things. Willie G on the road next weekend.
His first headlining gig.
It's going to be happening the 24th and 25th of March, Friday, Saturday, the Comedy Bar in Dubuque, Iowa. On the topic of Dubuque, they're going to be invaded at the Diamond Joe Casino with Josh Saturday, April 1st. And then, by the way, March 31st is a Friday night. The Dow Event Center in beautiful Michigan, Saginaw, Michigan. It's Patty G, Kostaki, and Josh. Wow. That's going to be quite the show.
Night.
Now, Pat, do you owe us one more song?
I owe you a couple songs, probably.
Have you done any kind of tribute to being Irish today?
Well, you know how I feel about today, Tom?
How do you feel about today, Pat?
It's amateur day.
How I feel about it. St. Patrick's Day's for amateurs. Mark it on your calendars. You're not even Irish, and you don't know how to drink. I am a damn professional when it comes to drinking alcohol. I take St. Patty's Day off. Oh, because for me, the whole day stinks. You're wearing a stupid T-shirt that says, "Kiss me, I'm Irish," but your name is Vicky Pachinski. Your beer is a stupid green. St. Patrick's Day is for amateurs, so back off Jack and Kramitzer. I like to pace myself. No one here knows how to drink. I party hard all year, and I only drink brown beer. And I take St. Paddy's Day off, because I'm in rehab or the clink.
All right.
What was that one rhyme in there with Kramitzer?
St. Patrick's Day is for amateurs, so back off Jack and Kramitzer.
Oh, I love that. I think you may be the first one to do that rhyme.
Very good.
You've been on fire.
Nice.
Josh, you missed this earlier. He rhymed Indianapolis with bus.
Yes,
it was very good.
Oh, the new Gardner Minshew song. Gardner Minshew, Colt. Very exciting.
How about that?
Now, what was I going to mention?
Where you got the radish store?
We got that. Oh, yeah, Willie, how do you get to your tickets for your show? I'm confused.
You can go to my Instagram at willie.griswold. There's a link in the bio to come see me at the Comedy Bar in Dubuque. And I've also put a link in my bio for Josh's shows. If you click on that, it'll redirect you to a link for my shows in Dubuque.
If you want a link to the clink, Pat your man.
Yeah. 14 hours,
Also,
baby.
tonight, Donnie Baker is at Alley on Main in Paintsville, Kentucky. That will be the best St. Patrick's Day show of all time.
That'll be something.
Yeah, that'll be great. Good luck to it.
It'll be really, really something.
You know what else is a fun show? Just waiting outside the bar and watching 22-year-olds puke up green beer. Man, that's a fun show.
Oh, I bet.
I could watch that all day.
I don't miss the vomiting. Oh, wait a minute.
Vomiting drunk isn't bad.
It's fun.
What? You barely feel it. It's really not that bad.
It does come out really easy.
Yeah.
Come
It's a
on,
relief.
guys.
One St. Patty's Day, I did a bad Irish car bomb, and then my friends told me I puked at a total 90-degree angle. It was awesome.
Oh, Lord.
Sometimes you don't get to the toilet, though. And
What happened?
I don't know. I blame
thought we
you.
had something about radishes. That
a
was
Japanese company has broken the Guinness World Record after growing a radish weighing as much as Christy Lee.
How much is it?
315 pounds?
She carries it well, though, doesn't she?
She does.
Thank you.
She's dense.
100 pounds.
Wow.
I don't think you weigh 100 pounds, do you?
Yeah, I do, but thank you.
Have you seen a picture of this radish?
No, how big is it?
First of all, it's white.
Well, yeah, that'll happen.
Well, then
Tread
you
lightly
should-
here.
It'll be allowed in your neighborhood then.
It's a giant white radish in Japan now. I thought it was going to be a big red radish. It's white.
Manda Fermentation Company, which specializes in supplements and fertilizers. I bet they specialize in fertilizers. From fermented plants, used its own technology to harvest a radish that weighed 101 pound, 1.8 ounces.
Oh, look at this. It's right next to the Fukushima.
Oh, that's how it got so big.
That's no radish. That's Redzilla. Yikes.
Redzilla sounds like the coolest monster.
One fattish radish.
Don't stand to it. Don't stand close to it for too long.
Now, am I correct in saying I need a farmer out there to tell me this? Typically, aren't these giant vegetables not tasty?
That's what they say.
Yeah,
a lot of water.
Like the giant pumpkins wouldn't make a good pumpkin pie.
Right, of course.
Okay, all right, well,
it wouldn't fit in the tins.
You think that the...
Pats. Damn, that was good.
point.
The sniper.
You think a company called Manda would be, I don't know, the bear business somehow.
Manda?
The Manda Panda. The Manda Panda Corporation.
Pat, do you have a radish song?
Oh.
No, I could make one up for you.
Oh, I thought you had a radish song because I thought you asked me about the radish story, why we didn't
It's
do
in the
it.
turnip family. That's why I like it so much.
Oh.
You genuinely like to eat radishes.
I love them. Yeah, there's always a bag. I use them with hummus and stuff. I love it.
Yeah, they are delicious. The crunch, the mouthfeel.
No, the radish is the emperor of ruining a salad.
No, I disagree.
The radish is an ambassador for just getting, you want to be healthy? Get out of here. You're an idiot. I hate that.
I like them. They're naturally spicy.
Try them in the air fryer.
It's okay you don't like them.
You know what you put in a salad? You got your lettuce,
Yeah.
and your dressing, of course, and your onions, and your raisins, and your nuts, and all sorts.
Raisins not in a salad for me.
No,
Oh, man, it's
no
so
dressing.
No dressing.
I have grown a little. Guess what shows up in a salad kit that I love, and I keep them in there. And
Carrot pizza?
Craisins.
Oh, yeah.
So maybe I should give raisins in a salad a shot again.
Raisins are...
Cranberry, dried cranberries.
Which one of the chopped salads do you like the best?
Oh, I like sweet kale and something, and then every now and again a Mediterranean.
That's my
I love the Mediterranean. That's my favorite. And the Southwest is really good, too.
Like the triple washed.
Yeah, and what's the one that I really like that I let sit in my crisper for 6 days and then throw away? All of them. That happens. I'll buy two or three, and at least one of them.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's got like avocado.
Is that sports? This better not be about Giselle.
The cost of lost worker productivity for employers
This is very important.
due to March Madness will reach an eye-popping record amount this year.
Phony statistic, unprovable.
According to Challenger, Gray, and Christmas.
That's Challenger, Gray, and Buzzkill.
They're good men. They do good work.
In the report released this week, the global outplacement firm estimated that employers will see a $17.3 billion loss in cost.
This is
we simply can't
fraudulent and fake.
We're going to have to quit watching basketball.
That number is from lost productivity from workers distracted by college hoops.
All that money goes to the
actually
TV plate.
getting together and having some fun at work?
The figure,
bonding.
$17.3 billion, accounts for employees doing things like brackets and watching
You know,
games.
at that firm, they chain all their employees are chained to their desks.
Are they?
Yeah.
And guess what? They make money. A lot of money. Because of that chaining.
They chain to
Of
their
course, this
desks.
whole thing.
Chained people have never not made other people money.
Wait, what'd you say, Josh? I was trying to place a bet on IU. What was that? Oh, that was the wrong joke to do that too. Okay.
How do you?
Thank you.
Well, speaking
Nobody
of,
ever likes to talk about that.
Speaking of Hoboken,
Wow. Wow.
Speaking of Hoboken,
yeah,
we have New Jersey City News in the news.
Yeah, we do.
This is kind of fascinating.
The city of Newark, New Jersey says it got scammed into becoming a sister city of a Hindu nation that does not exist. According to CBS News, Mayor Ras Baraka invited what he thought was the Hindu nation of Kailasa to Newark City Hall for a cultural trade agreement.
This is embarrassing. We simply have to get together.
So first of all, whatever this is called, Kailasa is supposed to be a country.
It's not a real country, Tom.
I know, but he made it their sister city.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
The news station reports that Newark officials only found out about the fraud after it held an official ceremony. A few days after the papers were signed, the city council rescinded the agreement. The self-proclaimed country of Kailasa was founded by the controversial guru Nithya Andanandara, whatever his name is. So, yeah.
These are the same guys a couple weeks ago. They actually got into the UN. They were official attendees of some meeting, and then it was found out that this country doesn't really exist.
Hilarious.
So,
no, this isn't hilarious.
Yeah, yes, it points out the folly.
Scam the UN.
The UN is already a scam.
Mm-hmm.
You point out the folly of what the time wasting that goes on at these places,
and it just shows how performative a lot of government really is.
Exactly, it's not.
Yeah, no, these Newark, by the way. Let's face it, Newark. You got an airport nobody likes.
Wake up, Newark.
That's true. Worst airport.
Miss Newark is a Nigerian princess. This sounds like a Sacha Baron Cohen bit.
Yeah.
Where they pose as a country and they get taken in. It's kind of like a catfishing thing. Coming up, we have a tribute to Star Trek in the wake of the knowledge that Star Trek now allows cursing, apparently. On the show, we'll find out what that's all about. Christy, what do you got coming up?
Well, coming up, we have a very interesting story from Mount Everest. Things that are up there last for a long, long time. And
including the corpses.
Well, I didn't want to go there. And it's spring break in Florida, so guess what that means?
Nudity.
Yes.
We'll find out about that in a second.
Disorderly.
It's quiz time once again. Mr. Chick McGee, please answer this question.
Yes.
You have a sleep number bed. You have a sleep number setting on that bed. What is it?
100, Tom. I like a firm mattress, and my sleep number stays firm, unlike conventional mattresses.
But if you wanted to, you could make it less firm and touch that button and change it. Christy, what's your level again for your sleep number?
40. I like it softer.
Okay. Now, since sleep is essential to your physical and mental health and your emotional well-being, of course, we all know that. But 8 out of 10 couples, we found out, prefer a different mattress firmness. So if you want to get together on that bed, it's important to have a bed that really is kind of 2 beds in one. And you set that firmness at the touch of a button. If you want to change it, you can. The sleep number beds, in fact, some of them actually help you determine what the best number is, because sometimes you don't even know what the firmness level you really need to sleep properly. Is your partner snoring? Sleep Number may have a solution for that, too, with the Flex Fit Smart Adjustable Base. Find out about all these Sleep Number beds by going to sleepnumber.com/BT show. Choose proven quality sleep from Sleep Number, because your best every day comes from your best every night. And how about this? Sleep Number has its biggest sale of the year right now. Save $1,200 on the Sleep Number 360 i10 Smart Bed. Plus, for a very limited time, special financing available. Special financing, I should say. So this is the weekend to grab that Sleep Number bed. Once again, the 360 i10 Smart Bed. Details at sleepnumber.com/BT show. By the way, this special offer is subject to credit approval, so act now. Sleepnumber.com for all the details. Sleepnumber.com/BT show. Coming up, sneezing on Mount Everest and naked people on the beach, and a special edition of news we failed to mention. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, this is comedian Ron White, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Is there any other better time of the year? Well, I kind of enjoy the holidays myself. But March Madness, of course, all of the college basketball games, the Thrill of victory, the agony of defeat, the great emotions, the last-second shots. It's all out there. We had some great games on Thursday. More coming up this afternoon. Chick McGee had all the details at the sports desk. And don't forget, coming up on Monday, in addition to Greg Warren and Reno Collier, Chick McGee will be the man to let you know who's going into the Sweet 16. We'll have a complete wrap on the weekend in sports on Monday morning. So plan to come back and join us then. But we're so glad you're joining us now. And again, happy St. Patrick's Day from all of us here at the Bob and Tom Show. And you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee with your Bob and Tom News Update. President Joe Biden is set to host Ireland's Prime Minister after the pandemic scuttled the long-standing St. Patrick's Day meetup 2 years in a row. First, they will attend a breakfast with Vice President Kamala Harris and her husband. Then they head to Capitol Hill for a lunch with congressional leaders before the two leaders convene privately. Biden plans to visit both the Republic of Ireland and Northern Ireland later this year. Record snowfall and rain have helped to loosen drought's grip on parts of the western U.S., even pushing it out altogether in California after consecutive dry years. National forecasters and climate experts detailed their spring outlook yesterday, warning some areas should expect more flooding as the snow begins to melt. Still, though, for a West that has struggled with long-term drought, all that moisture, not enough to make a noticeable dent in the nation's largest reservoirs on the Colorado River. And Microsoft users, they're going to infuse artificial intelligence tools into their suite of Office software, including Word, Excel, and Outlook emails. It's called Copilot. It's a processing engine that will allow you to do things like summarize long emails, draft stories in Word, and animate slides in PowerPoint. The new features are currently only available for a few enterprise customers and will roll out for more over the coming months. The tech giant will also add a feature called Business Chat. Yes, you guessed it. It resembles that popular Chat GPT that everybody's talking about. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
Hey, Bob and Tom, it's Donnie Baker.
Hello, Donnie.
Well, St. Patrick's Day is tomorrow. Everybody at work here is planning on dipping out early so they can catch a parade.
Oh, okay.
You know, I hate parades. Same thing with corned beef. Without St. Patty's Day, who'd be eating corned beef? Oh, hey, now that we perfected beef, let's smother it in sauerkraut to make the entire plate taste like a vomit bar.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Bob and Tom.
For your information, these are two of the worst kids I have ever encountered in my life, and I worked the state fair.
We were stupid before stupid was cool.
The Bob and Tom Show now presents The Law Minute with ex-attorney Jack Thomas.
Hello again, everybody. This is ex-attorney Jack Thomas. You know, I got a lot of mail here at the ex-law office, and today, let's open a letter. Well, this comes from young Davey Radonovich of Kokomo, Indiana. He asks, what is the difference between slander and libel? Well, what kind of idiotic, stupid question is that? What kind of little pea-brain moron would write me? I think if I were you, little Davey, I'd worry more about inbreeding than I would about the law. Davey, that was slander. If I would have written it down, it would have been libel.
This has been the Law Minute with ex-attorney Jack Thomas.
Remember, ladies and gentlemen, the law is your friend. It's the lawyers you have to watch out for. And remember this, the preceding has been a joke, not legal advice. Learn to know the difference.
Hey, don't say we didn't warn you. There's laughter ahead. This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hello, this is comedian John Evans. Padoom, 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 and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. It's the blues.
You got the blues?
You got the blues?
I got the blues. Hi, Christy.
Hi, Chick. I do not.
Hello, Pat.
Great.
Hello, Chick.
It's Chick McGee, the medicine man.
Everything's everything. There's Josh Arnold.
Hi there.
There's Ace Cosby.
Doctor.
Did we have the...
Coming up, it's the Ace Cosby joke of the day, ladies and gentlemen, brought to you by Omaha Steaks. I'm very excited about this.
There's William Griswold.
Arizona broke my bracket.
Arizona broke that bracket down. The bracket blues.
Sad man.
My bracket be down.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom, and I have a letter for you, Tom.
I got the broken bracket blues.
What? Broken bracket blues.
Let's see how that mistake was made.
Oh, yeah.
I think what we need to do is advance our eyes to the big screen over there to the north. It's a shirtless Jeff Oskey with a nice green bow tie.
In honor of St. Patrick's
And green
Day.
suspenders.
And a weirdo, what's that weird tattoo above your right boob?
Oh, that's a snake with a rose around it, because when I was 18, I wanted to show everyone how white trash I was. So I got that.
I think it's badass.
Yeah, I figure Bert Kreischer, he may be the #1 shirtless comedian, but hey, there's not a #2.
True.
I could take 1% of his fan base, and I would be rich.
All right.
I'm Jeff Oskey from the Failed to Mention News Desk. We give you a lot of the news. We don't give you all the news, so I'm here to give you the news that we failed to mention.
Nice suspenders.
Jeff Oskey with what you failed to mention news.
The NCAA Final Four tournament is here. We did our usual office pool where we pull teams. What you failed to mention, I'm starting to believe our office pool is fixed. For the 5th year in a row, I have pulled University of Phoenix online. I think it's fixed.
Online.
Online. A Florida man did 3,264 push-ups in 1 hour to set a new world record. What you failed to mention, he beat my lifetime push-up record by a measly 3,260 push-ups. Some woman won the Guinness World Record for the largest four-leaf clover collection with 138,000 four-leaf clovers. What you failed to mention, with all that luck, you would have thought she would have had landed herself a good man by now. I didn't know that for a fact. She may be married. Just assuming. A man was arrested for harassing humpback whales and dolphins. What you failed to mention, how? Hey, for a humpback, you're not getting much action for the ladies there, whale. You're going to have to change your name to Broken Back Whales, if you know what I mean. No? Okay.
I'm applauding the effort.
There's a new, I got to tell you, this in my head seemed brilliant. Now that I'm naked, I feel very vulnerable.
You look great. I got to tell you.
Thank you. There's a new Sunny D vodka seltzer hitting the market. Well, you failed to mention, not to be outdone, OJ is releasing a new I Didn't Murder My Wife and Her Boyfriend Screwdrivers.
Pre-mixed. That's nice.
Go to the airport.
Tom found a new Tom Jones record this week to our listeners. They loved it, let me tell you. Unfortunately, Tom, I don't know if you saw it, but I had Eddie take the record player out from your office and put it in the Failed to Mention studio, and I found a old Tom Jones record lying around. Let's have a listen.
Oh, okay, good.
Oh.
What's new, pussycat? Whoa! Not this record! Not this record! Not this record!
That is from all of our listeners, Tom. All of our thousands of listeners. Who
Every one of them.
A man had six-pack abs tattooed on his stomach to give the impression that he was in good shape at the beach. What you failed to mention, tomorrow I'm getting veins tattooed on my member just to make him look a little girthier.
That's going to hurt.
Let's see here. A Texas art teacher and 14 of his students set the Guinness World Record for the largest paper snowflake, coming in at 58 feet across. What you failed to mention, don't worry, students at UC Berkeley still hold the record for the largest group of snowflakes. So they are still covered. I don't know if you saw this, but they're considering allowing betting, legal betting on the WWE wrestling. What you failed to mention, how's that going to go? Parlays will be like a game of Clue. I have Sheamus knocking out Seth Rollins in the locker room with a steel chair for $5.
I hope that's exactly how it goes.
And finally, we've been talking ice cream trucks all week. What you failed to mention, the ice cream truck in my old neighborhood before I moved used to play Stars and Stripes Forever.
Oh.
Through a crappy speaker on top of a crappier cargo van, just the way Sousa intended when he pinned it back in 1896. That's the thing. I know Tom talks about the ice cream truck in his neighborhood. I don't believe it. You only find ice cream trucks in poor people's neighborhoods. You want to know why? Because those rich pricks already have ice cream in the freezer. No money to be made. I'm Jeff Osborne.
What's new? What's the cat?
Yeah. What does he say?
Stop this record.
Oh, stop this record.
Yeah.
A running gag. It will continue forever. Now,
Dear Tom.
Now what?
This is from William. Officer William.
All right.
This morning I was dropping off my mother. She was going shopping, and I was helping her.
Really? Kind of early. What's she buying? Heroin?
I asked her,
Heroin?
what part of officer didn't you hear?
Oh, sorry.
Why? Oh, so he knows who has the good stuff.
Yeah.
On our way
He's got it in
downtown,
lockup.
on our way downtown, I asked, do you mind that I turn on my favorite radio program?
Oh, thank you.
And she said, well, of course, honey, that would be lovely. Just my luck. The minute I tuned in, I heard Tom saying, that's why you just have a spoon of semen. She just stared at me, and I reached up and clicked the radio off.
Your favorite, you say?
Well, see, your mom missed all the context.
Thank you, William.
It's perfectly valid. So I could be accused of being guilty of what I'm criticizing right now, which is the Star Trek news story. Christy, do you have that story over there?
Of course I do.
Somewhat disturbing.
Star Trek fans are divided in their opinion about the inclusion of profanity in the new Picard series after Captain Jean-Luc Picard dropped the F-bomb in a recent episode, and some fans voiced their disapproval online. But apparently, according to one of the show's producers or showrunners, they said it was not scripted and that actor Patrick Stewart, in the moment, chose to say that. So it was a real moment.
Make it so.
It's a real moment on a fake show about space. Well,
I was zapping.
It turns out I was wrong. I didn't realize that. I haven't watched a lot of Star Trek, I got to tell you.
We're not surprised.
But I did enjoy speaking with Mr. Shatner recently. It was fun. And I understand his live show was great. He talks about lots of stuff besides Star Trek. But I didn't realize that they'd been cursing on the Star Trek program since day one.
Oh, they have?
Yeah, and someone just sent me this.
Oh.
Space, the final frontier. These are the voyages of the Starship Enterprise. Its 5-year mission to explore to boldly go where no man has gone before.
No idea.
No, I didn't. I must have never caught that.
Didn't realize that was a thing.
I've never heard that.
Yeah, I don't. I just don't approve of it. But sorry.
It's okay. You don't have to like everything.
No, but I can see how fans on both sides of this issue would be upset.
Yeah.
There should be some kind of warning. There should be like a
language warning, probably.
Sure.
They put on all the programs. Yeah.
Okay. Well,
I don't think it's because people were offended. It's because they thought it was out of character.
Yeah.
Right. But
We'll see. Now, we have more news over there, Christian?
Yeah. A number of Florida beachgoers say they've been having unexpected encounters with nudists. WOFL.
That's right. We might sound awful. No, we're not.
Reports that sections of the Canaveral National Seashore were damaged by hurricanes last year, and some signs marking areas of nude sunbathing were washed away in the storms at Playa Linda Beach. Some families have reportedly been venturing to stretches of the beach they would not normally go.
Hey, lady, want to see my gantry?
And have thus encountered nudists when they did not expect to.
What's gantry? What is that?
See my gantry.
Isn't the gantry that thing right next to the rocket before it goes up?
I have no idea.
Yeah, it's like a superstructure.
Right. And then,
I know what it is.
They pull it
Apollo
away.
13, yeah.
It's
They
huge.
pull
And
it away and
it's
then-
huge, erect, and upright, if I'm not mistaken. Sorry.
Both beachgoers and nudists told the station they would like clearer boundaries and warning signs. Officials said there's no federal law addressing nudity on the beach since it is a national park. However, Brevard Sheriff's Office noted that parts of the beach are on state property where it is illegal to go nude. Beachgoers should call the office of the sheriff if they think someone is breaking the law.
Brevard.
Yeah, it's Brevard. They have the city itty-bitty nudity committee. I mean, what do you expect?
Yeah.
I'd be more concerned about gators than some naked lady walking by.
Usually it's naked guys, too, by the way.
Did you guys know that Cape Canaveral is Cape Canaveral again? It was only Cape Kennedy from 1963 to 1973. Does that make sense?
Yeah. They went back to
Well, how could they do that?
They just changed the
Cape
sign.
Kennedy. Well,
It's not like his brother was going to say something.
Oh.
Wow. Can you do something about your kid over
Yeah,
there?
I'm Sirhan Sirhan. Okay.
Oh, that was the classic Griswold defense.
Yes! Unbelievable! Tom, you should be proud. He's Griswold through and through.
These are my dogs.
Oh, my guy shot Bobby.
My dogs, Sirhan and Oswald.
I was trying to look up what Canaveral meant. And
Cape Canaveral?
It's just the name of the place. I don't know.
Well, is it like Artie Canaveral, or does it mean
What does it mean? Artie Canaveral.
giant
Maybe
rocket?
it could be first settlers or first persons. Who
Maybe.
knows?
I believe it means enclosed belly button as well.
It is east. It is east of Merritt Island, separated from it by the Banana River. I'm glad you guys think that. I think that's hilarious.
You know what you ride on the Banana River?
A banana.
A banana
A
boat.
banana boat.
You want to see my banana?
A banana river.
Oh, that guy's bad.
That guy. That guy's back.
You didn't want to see my gantry. How about my banana? You want to see the banana river?
I got the banana. You got the split?
Flows up.
I got your split.
Oh!
It's Banana Man Audio.
What is this?
What is this?
Banana splits.
Oh,
Yeah, but what was that?
wrong button.
It was funny.
One more minute.
All right. So, the problem is there's nudity on the beaches by Cape Canaveral?
Yes.
Do you remember the names of the banana splits? There was Bingo,
No.
Drooper,
Oswald,
Legal,
Sirhan, Booth,
and Snort. Snort, Snark, Snort.
Hinckley.
Snort. Yes, Hinckley, Oswald, Chapman.
Could we...
and Geen.
Hey, recent.
So, I'm sorry.
Are you done?
No, I was just curious. What are they doing about the nudity? Are they encouraging people to take their clothes off?
No, they're not encouraging. They're saying in some parts it is okay, in some parts it's not. If you're
But the
uncomfortable,
signs are
call.
down.
The signs are down.
Oh, well,
What's the matter, lady? Never had a sack lunch? I brought one.
I got you saying.
Yikes.
You know, we could eat a sack lunch over here by the Banana River if you want to come join us.
A 7-Up tube steak smothered in underwear.
Yeah, that's right. Come on over here. Let's get that over-the-shoulder boulder holder off you.
Yeah, come on.
The Philadelphia tube steak sandwich.
Whip those guineas out.
With cheese.
Speaking of food, a new survey finds people do not like to share their food when they go out to eat.
Okay.
That's not true.
According
People, not you
not
people.
you.
Oh, I don't count then.
You know, normal people.
Wait till I finish. According to the poll,
Sorry.
Yeah, he got so mad he punched his mic.
That mic really snuck up on you.
Wait till I finish.
I think Tom's disgruntled.
I just have to clean my microphone.
Oh, you got that back?
Okay.
Oh, God,
I
the
stole
noise
that
is
from
coming
you.
from
I
your
can't believe you
area.
found
Goodness, that's bad.
according to the poll, 67% of respondents in a relationship
Oh,
said
Paul,
they
what
do,
night's he bowl? Oh, sorry.
said they do not share their food with their partner.
That's no.
46% would consider it a deal breaker if they were on a first date and someone asked to try their food.
That just
That-
what? That's crazy high.
Really?
46%?
What is it? I had the lobster and she had the Jello.
I have
No, you can't have a bite of my lobster.
I have found that the happier you are in a relationship, the more willing you are to share your food.
That sounds right.
But a first date is shocking.
I mean, Josh,
I
if you
love
were
sharing
with
food.
someone, she said, "Hey, can I have a bite of your whatever it is you're having?"
You wanted to say something. What did you want to say? Wheelbarrow full of cheese? What was
No, it's like, can I have a bite of some of that because you have more than enough? Stuff like that.
No. I didn't.
May I have a bite of that 24-inch sandwich?
I wasn't going down. I wasn't
From
going
here
down
on the
that
end,
road.
you'll never miss it.
Can I have a bite of your pot pie? Mine is.
Oh, boy, nothing like take a nice woman out on a first date to the pot pie factory.
I happen to have.
They get 'em piping
We
hot
all know there's a great
place.
pot pie place right down the road.
I tell you what,
Don't eat there.
you
What do
sure
you
get
kids
that
want?
pot pie. It's
That is
A
delicious.
fifth of respondents said they'd have to know someone for at least 6 months before they feel comfortable sharing food.
That's weird. Just
I
share
love
the
sharing
food. Or just go, no, you can't.
I just want to
Well,
bite
I'd like the double tomahawk ribeye. She'd like the Jello. And no, you can't have a bite.
Jello?
Thought we didn't hear it the first time.
Ace, I've noticed you haven't shared any of your pizzas. What does this mean?
We haven't asked.
I know.
Christy, first date, will you share your food if asked?
Of course I would.
Really?
Would you be mad
Yes.
about it?
No.
We've all done that. Hey, you want some of this? Yeah, I'll have some of that.
You kiss on the first
Damn it,
date?
I didn't mean it.
Depends on who it is.
Kiss on the first. Really?
Depends on who it is.
Sliding
Have you
scale?
ever had sex on a first date?
Depends on who it is.
Depends on who it is.
Chick McGee.
Did you
We have
ever,
never dated.
did you ever have sex on a first date in a Midwest state?
I think we're getting this.
What
Are we getting too specific?
what exactly are you going after?
I like it. Chick wants to know if Christy ever got loco in Ohio. I want to
right.
figure it out too.
Round on the end, high in the middle.
Is it a date or just a one-night stand? There is a difference.
Is it true that you sleep with more men the men you meet, you sleep with more often than not? You'll bang a guy.
Buddy,
I'm asking if you're an aggressive whore.
you stammered through that. It was still worth it. That was great.
No,
Christy,
I
I'll
am
take care of this
not.
for you.
All right.
It's unbelievable.
Are you more than likely, if you know it's going to be like, look, you're never going to see this guy again, go ahead and sleep with him?
Excuse me.
What about before a first date? What about just like a random?
Would you share your food in the first date?
I said yes.
What if it was a banana split?
I don't even. Well, yeah, sure. I don't even like
what if
bananas.
you are doing, would you do the wrap your arm around his and take a bite?
No,
and
I
then
wouldn't
if he
do
noticed some chocolate sauce dripping down your chin, he reached over, got it with his finger, and licked it like that.
What is going on?
Is that a romantic moment for
Is that a
you?
romantic?
You ever done the spaghetti thing?
Lady and the
No.
Tramp, some vermicelli?
I have not done
No,
that.
that's where you hold his meatballs.
You're pulling his rigatoni.
You say,
And you
oh,
take-
yeah, my old boyfriend's his were like this. Oh, that big? No, that dirty.
Oh, I'm glad Andy's in a meeting.
That beefy and bloody.
All right,
No,
I don't know. This was supposed to be about sharing food.
Do you share your food?
Sure.
God, no.
You don't seem like a sharer to me.
Absolutely. And then when you're eating with kids,
You know what?
especially.
Though? I will not share food with. Josh and I went out to lunch, I wouldn't share food.
That's not true. You do.
Do I?
Well, you know what? That's a lie. You're very good at getting food for the table, and then we get our entrees.
Oh, I see.
Oh,
I'll tell you what I have
Like
a problem with.
appetizers.
Yeah, there you go.
If you both get fries,
Right.
and you both still have fries, and they reach and have one of your fries, what's that all about?
What is that all about?
Oh, you mean I have my own fries, but I want some of yours?
Yeah.
Same
that's-
fries?
But they're the same.
That's
Oh.
rude. Yeah, that's.
Not yet. Dates.
Is that a control thing?
Because I'll do that with my nieces. I'll go, oh my gosh, this has to be the largest fry. I can't believe I was so lucky to get the biggest fry, and then they grab it and eat it and think it's so funny.
What
Maybe
about
I should start doing that on first dates.
what about you're on a first date and you have an orgasm and you get up and leave because you don't care if she has one.
What about that?
Well, first of all, waiter, could I have the check, please, first?
Yeah.
I thought we were eating.
Oh, man.
Josh will share his Omaha steaks, I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
I sure will. Well, they load you up, don't they? And right now, you can load up on Omaha Steaks because they're celebrating spring grilling season with 50% off site-wide. That's right. It's their semi-annual sale, and the steak experts have curated some wonderful stuff. Those perfectly aged, tender steaks, ocean-fresh seafood, juicy burgers, incredible air-chilled chicken, and decadent desserts. Plus, when you go to omahasteaks.com and use promo code BTS at checkout, you'll get an additional $30 off your order. Might I suggest some of those jumbo franks, some of the bacon-wrapped fillets, and the caramel apple tartlets to cap everything off. It's the perfect way to get fired up and spring into something special with the quality and convenience of Omaha Steaks. It comes right to your door. Don't wait. Go to omahasteaks.com. Use code BTS at checkout. Take advantage of this deal. They're ready to ship your order right away, and you're going to want to hurry because that 50% off I was talking about, well, it's only happening for a limited time, but it is site-wide. You can get anything you like for 50% off. So don't miss your chance to save at omahasteaks.com. Put code BTS into the thing at checkout, and you'll get an additional $30 off when you shop Omaha Steaks semi-annual sale today. Minimum order may be required. Tommy.
Coming up, we have an update on the Ballad of Paladin, which
Boy, that'll keep people around.
it's you know something? If you don't stick around for this, you're making a very big mistake.
All right.
And your life could have gone this way or that way. Oops, sorry, wrong turn. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Catch any part of the show you missed later today on our YouTube channel.
A Vietnamese man who is thought to have had the world's longest hair has died. Had that word been penis, I think it would have been a much more interesting story.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, just change it. Do the story and use penis. It's creative licensing.
You want me to, wherever the word hair is, say the word penis?
There you go. Now we're on to something.
Okay.
It'll be fun.
Don't use the word penis. Use the word
Johnson?
Wang?
Wanker?
Wang?
Yeah, Wang. He's Vietnamese. Go ahead.
Yeah, Wang.
The exact length of Tran Van Hay's
Wang.
Could I read the story? That's not correct.
That's not correct?
Can I read the story, please?
Go ahead.
Now you know how I feel.
If you'd let me finish, you'd.
No, we're not.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Why are you looking at me snottily? She's running her pie hole over there.
If you'd let me finish, you'll find out why.
All right.
The exact length of Tran Van Hay's unwashed.
Unwashed. You know what? You know what? You just can't resist, can you? You did just jump in a little easy.
Let me tell you what.
I am not going to let him
Can
get
I
this
tell you
story.
something? This will be. I apologize. You were exactly right.
See, if I say the exact length of Tran Van Hay's
Can you read that sentence again, please? Go ahead, read it again.
Completely
read it again.
We're now, once again, we are substituting the word wang for the word hair.
All right.
I am reading word for word.
Go ahead.
The exact length of Tran Van Hay's unwashed dong. I'm sorry. The exact length of Tran Van Hay's unwashed wang was unclear.
Well,
but some
it's hard to
estimates,
tell with all the dirt on it.
Some estimates put it as long as 6.8 meters. Now, Christy, that's
6.8
It's like 18 feet.
That's like 20 feet.
Yeah. Oh my.
Furman completed a rally from a 12-point second-half deficit to hand fourth-seeded Virginia another first-round exit, 68-67, making their first trip to the NCAA tournament in 43 years. The Paladins advanced to the second round in the South region. Other winners in top 25 college basketball NCAA tournament: number 1, Alabama; number 2, Houston; number 4, Kansas; number 5, Texas; number 7, UCLA; number 12, Duke; number 18, San Diego State; number 20, Tennessee; and number 23, Missouri all advance. And Penn State upsets number 17, Texas A&M, 76-59. NBA winners last night: Indiana, Phoenix, Denver, Toronto, Sacramento. And a full slate in the NHL last night. In regulation, Rangers, Florida, Colorado, Boston, Chicago, Edmonton, Calgary, Arizona, and Los Angeles all win. And Tampa Bay wins in a shootout. And the Kraken win in overtime, beating San Jose. I'm Chick McGee, and that's your Bob and Tom Sports Update.
Hey, Shooter, it's Kenny Tarmac. Hey, we just landed. I'm an ORD, just got in from TPA through ATL. And hey, guess what else just landed? The Bob and Tom app. I know. Now, thanks to the Bob and Tom app, even if I have to go all the way from Foxtrot 20 down to Alpha 4, I can still listen live, see their videos, find an affiliate station, use the alarm, and even send a message. This is Kenny Tarmac signing off and reminding you, everything I touch turns to sold.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Dean, I am so hungry. Oh, you want to go get some breakfast, Tom? I guess. Is there a place we can go that has flat-chested waitresses and really baggy clothing? I don't think so.
Think again, Dean. Guys, if you've been longing to have breakfast surrounded by flat-chested women in baggy clothing, then you'll want to visit the all-new breakfast restaurant, Pancake Hooters. At Pancake Hooters, you won't be bothered by waitresses who accidentally dip their large bosoms into your maple syrup, or who break the yolk of your egg while bending over the table to pour your coffee. Pancake Hooters only hires women with prepubescent builds, so you won't be distracted by massive memories while trying to finish off your breakfast in time to get to work.
Wow, what a great breakfast. Sure was, Tom. And I was able to eat my waffle while it was still warm because I wasn't busy staring at gargantuan tatas.
And you didn't slobber in your coffee either. And guys, if you're in a real hurry, be sure and take advantage of our flat as a smorgasbord breakfast buffet. Why not try Pancake Hooters today? You'll see why our hardline policy with our waitress staff is, it's either 32A or the highway. Pancake Hooters.
Morning laughter just might be the best medicine.
I can hear you, oh no. You're talking out your ass again.
Bob and Tom 24/7. Things you hear on the Bob and Tom Show.
Comedian Mark Eubanks. Did you go to college down in...
I went to college in University of West Virginia, Morgantown, West Virginia.
Oh, really?
I was a mountaineer.
Really?
How about them ears?
Well, why would someone from Florida go to college in West Virginia?
Because you didn't have to be real smart to get into school there. Basically, showing up got you that piece of paper.
Valedictorian was a 2.0.
On the breathalyzer.
I got thrown out of J.C. Penney the other day.
Really?
Yeah, fondling up the mannequins. You believe that? And that ain't my fault. Have you seen the mannequins in there?
Uh-huh.
And they taunt you, too. They got the little short skirt on, the arm up, kind of waving you over. You know what I mean? Shoot. I tell you what, if you asked me, the little whore was asking for it.
Hey, don't say we didn't warn you.
I'm warning you, don't do that.
There's laughter ahead.
I should be having a better time if this is a part.
What's happening?
Tap that ass. Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey.
Christy Lee at the news desk. There's Pat Godwin.
Hey.
There's Josh Arnold.
Happy St. Patrick's Day, everyone.
Yeah, there you go. You got your green shirt on.
I do.
You had it on last Friday, too. Right?
Yeah, because I had the days wrong.
There's Ace Cosby.
Top of the morning to you.
Very good, Ace.
Nailed it. There's Willie Griswold.
Just Josh last Friday. Everyone's going to be so happy in my green shirt and they're in their green shirts.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom, and we have a bit of unfinished business.
We got a lot of unfinished business here. First off, we were talking about Furman, the Paladins.
Oh, I thought he meant the cop.
Is that a Mark Furman
You got here late. Maybe you should leave early. Furman University.
Does Mark spell his name with a C or 3 Ks?
With the Furman. The Ballad of Paladin.
Yeah.
The Furman Paladins.
The singer is Johnny Western.
Johnny Western.
He's a radio DJ in Wichita, Kansas. He's 88 now. He's in the DJ Hall of Fame.
Wow.
All right,
He was
Johnny.
a good friend of Johnny Cash.
Cool.
And he said that the Ballad of Paladin gave him income security for life.
That's awesome.
Nice.
awesome.
How cool is that? Good for you. Now, right now, you mentioned
See, Pat, you just need one song.
Wait a minute. Income security. What is that?
you mentioned unfinished business. I think we all know what that means. In this case, it's.
Who's that sexy man with a deep voice? Ace Cosby, here he is with his joke of the day.
We're talking about haunted houses, and it's St. Patrick's Day. So, of course, what do ghosts like to drink on St. Patrick's Day?
What? Booze. They sure do. And they can get some steak with that booze. Spring into something delicious with the Omaha Steaks semi-annual sale.
Yummy.
Save up to 50% off site-wide. Plus, when you use code BTS at checkout, you'll get an additional $30 off your order. That's omahasteaks.com. Minimum order may be required.
Thank you very much. Now,
time now for today in history, real quick. March 17th.
St. Patrick.
I didn't realize St. Patrick died on this day.
Yeah, beheaded.
Oh,
big damn deal.
They beheaded him?
No idea.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Went to the crowd.
Death by snake. No.
Yeah.
Sorry. Let's see. Here we go. This is unbelievable. The date on this one, 1601.
Yeah.
By the way, St. Patrick cooled in 461.
Been around, yeah, been a while.
In 1601, the first St. Patrick's Day parade, St. Augustine, Florida.
How about that?
Yeah, they've been down there a long time.
And it's famous. That's a big famous parade. It begins with the 4 rows of guys with DUIs on scooters.
Oh, that's good. Yeah,
Time now for things we learned on the Bob and Tom Show, brought to you by Hyundai and the all-electric Hyundai Ioniq 6. Learn more about a wide range of electrified vehicles at HyundaiUSA.com. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Josh running a little late today. The reason he gave us was Gravy got some treats. He gets treats every morning. Biscuit was visiting, and
those are cats.
Gravy and Biscuit got out, and Josh had a heck of a time finding her.
Yeah, man. But she's okay. Thank you very much.
Something else could have
Happy
been
birthday, Mia Ham. Mia Ham, you a turkey. Back to you.
Christy maintains this. She says this is true. She's never, ever crapped the bed.
I haven't.
Yet.
Yep.
Yeah. Christy, you
Time's
haven't.
a-wasting.
Yeah, call your mom. Ask her.
You haven't
Oh
lived.
my gosh.
And I find Ray Charles, when he was alive, to be very condescending. I don't know about
Why's that?
you guys. He just was snot.
Wouldn't look people in the eyes?
He just treated everyone in a snottily.
The man was a genius. Leave him alone. Is that your
We're done.
broadcast?
Say goodnight, Gracie.
Okay, good night, Gracie. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Get a look at today's show on our YouTube channel.